Warning, this stream will contain adult language, consumption of adult substances, and is meant for adults only, not recommended for children. Now that you've been warned, sit back, light one up, and have a good time.
Good evening, everybody. I am James from Rocky Mountain Spider Freaks. Beside me is my beautiful wife, Danielle. Above me, our co-hosts, Widget and Jeannie. And above Danielle is Dustin from Simply Spiders. This is your Tease crew. Hope you all like the intro.
Widget rocked the intro.
Yeah, Widget did a really good job on that. So.
Yeah. He's got a voice for movies.
I know, he didn't talk. What's going on? He should have had to sing through that.
Yeah.
Right?
We actually got approached by several people for voiceover project stuff.
I know, I saw Winton begging you in the last stream.
Yeah.
Winton was
Hello, Maria.
Yeah. Let's see who we got here. We got Stefan. What's up, buddy? Sidak. How you doing, Brian? Maria, always a pleasure. Okay, Spider-Verse. I'm guessing that's probably.
It's likely Dad.
Yeah.
Dad's been attending lots of our streams, so.
Sidax.
Yeah.
Sidax, you made it awake.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm just letting you guys know I can't see us. I can't see a single comment, so if anybody says anything, let me know.
We're gonna put some comments up so you can say hi to people.
Okay, cool. Hi, Stefan.
Yeah, it's Dad.
How you doing, Rick? Thanks for coming and joining us again.
Hey, Darcy.
Hi, Darcy.
Hi, Darcy.
Oh, Sidex set an alarm.
Perfect.
Eric was around. He was going to join too.
Yeah.
We don't really have anything planned, per se.
I like it.
You smoke some pot, talk some tarantulas.
Ooh, look at these guys. Babies. 50 little babies we have.
Yep, 50 little Victorias.
They're so
That's
cute.
awesome.
They're so cute.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Andy.
Me and
That's
Dad
me,
just
Andy.
did our first harvest here.
And
We took out 5 plants and we're doing hash tonight. So like during this process, at some point, you'll probably see me go downstairs. We're going to do bubble hash and brick hash. We took, I think there's 4 1-gallon bags full that we're going to do tonight.
Wow. We got some government
I'm excited.
stash here. Some ultra sour government stash.
Yeah.
And some strawberry ice government stash.
I'm not gonna lie, all of our smoke here, it just became medical in St. Louis or in Missouri. So all the dispensaries and stuff suck. It's not very good quality. A lot of people are growing their own stuff.
It's legal here for years.
We're from Canada, British Columbia, and it's legal.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So we got really, really good pot in BC as it was. BC
back
bud
in
is
Prohibition,
best.
man, I used to get
That's why I don't
some
go
really
to
good
the
stuff.
anymore.
And now everybody's allowed to grow it and smoke it, and
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, you can grow your own now too.
You can have up to 5.
Unfortunately, the law here in Nevada, you have to live a minimum 25 miles away from a dispensary before you're allowed to grow in Nevada.
Wow. No, not here.
And I've got 2 24-ounce dispensaries less than from where I'm sitting right now.
I'm gonna say I hope
we
that's
have a
not the thing
dispensary
here
that's
because
a
we're like
mile away.
4 blocks.
Yeah, there's lots of dispensaries here.
Yeah.
Well, they're not dispensaries; they're privately owned businesses, right?
Yeah, or
That's the
dispensaries.
difference. Are they called
They're
dispensaries
called
still?
dispensaries, yeah.
I thought they were dropping that once they made it
Cannabis.
public.
I didn't even go to the dispensaries. I just call up a buddy of mine, brings it to me.
I was gonna smoke, but Derek had disappeared. He was gonna join me.
What?
Not sure where he went to.
I said that when you sent us that last picture, you just poked your face in so that it didn't look like you were just sending us random pictures of you.
I was
like,
trying
see, he's saying, look, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm really here.
How's everybody in chat doing tonight? Have a good day. We're going to Calgary tomorrow.
Yes.
Big city. I'm going to get some pictures and maybe some video. We'll see. I don't know what Pisces pet
We
store
talked about
is.
maybe taking a short hike into the desert to test out these drones tomorrow.
Cool.
I got a second one for free. It just arrived, and I got a third one I'm getting for free that'll be here tomorrow.
Wow, that's quick, eh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, I needed something to clean behind her. This thing was here.
I saw your guys' favorite set. That's exciting.
We didn't lose one. There wasn't one bad egg.
That's awesome.
We lost 3
I
in molting, like while they were feeding on each other a little bit, and they
When they were still in that egg rates.
yeah they ate each other a little bit.
Yeah, I did. I just pulled the United States, what is the United States' first Bonita species Lubafi set. I pulled it at 30 days. It probably needed 35. The information I had said to pull it at 30. Well, there's still eggs, but they're finally, so over last night to today, I can notice that they're developing a little bit. It's might be a little weight on them, but I'm pretty sure that the sex turned out good, and there was only one bad as well. I'm crossing my fingers though, because the other female I went into a friend of mine, and she got another sack. So if mine doesn't work out, hers will. Somebody in the United States.
I got a question for the chat. I have 8 different flavors of papers here. Which ones should I use?
How much you want to cost?
Watermelon,
Oh,
strawberry,
very cool.
raspberry, grape, apple, absinthe, and menthol.
Absinthe.
I
Yeah,
take
vote
Sprite.
Yeah, I vote absolutely.
or I have the option of a blueberry blunt wrap.
I'm just smoking plain old blues right now.
I always go with Switcher Diamonds. There's an art form to rolling a good blunt, and I take very good pride in like rolling.
Maria votes strawberry.
Strawberry. You can never go wrong with strawberry, unless it's a backwoods.
You can go
Backwoods
very
are
wrong with strawberry. Steph says
We
ready
smoke
for the
cigars.
blunt
I
wrap.
can't stand backwoods. We're even cigar smokers. I just.
Oh, it's not just strawberry. It's strawberry kiwi.
Ooh,
Hey, Red Dirt Arachnids.
double fruit.
I remember smoking that stuff when I was like 16. The juicy papers.
Ah, dude, I love them.
You see
Yeah.
that? He says backwoods are
I
bust.
get a 4-pack
then, dude.
variety
Bust.
pack, like $20.
This is what we smoke.
I collect a lot of glass, so we don't smoke a whole lot of joints, but I got a lot of glass behind me here. I'll show you.
Cigars.
You collect glass? How many pieces you got?
Well, those are just some of my pipes right there, and then the bones are up above it.
Oh, you guys are all big collectors, eh? That's not something we do.
Yeah, but like I get a couple of my friends are like handmade glass artists, so they get little stuff for me.
Yeah.
But I
don't have nothing.
Yeah, I really.
But I have.
No, we got 3 or 4.
Yeah, we've got 3.
I have
Got my shelves. Look at these guys.
pieces. Yeah, I have 40 water pieces and
Dapper.
like 30 hand pipes.
Hi, Dapper. Good to see you.
And I get new pieces like every month. These are the absinthe papers. They have green fairies all over them.
Yeah, they're cool.
I'm gonna go.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Dapper!
like
She gets smoky pot in her house. Her new apartment even has a fire alarm in the bathroom.
Oh no.
You're making it blunt.
We've taken out all our fire alarms well here. Look at sit up a little bit straighter and over towards that edge. Them bitches is blowing smoke in our ears.
Nice one, Danielle. Nice.
Of course.
I have to think he said that's fine. If it's my drink.
What?
One drinking in the field full. Guy to his car. And they drink to a place so far.
There you go.
I'm kissing the smoking lady.
That's when things got out of control.
They're blowing smoke in our ears, man.
If we get rape, I'd never get.
Right next to the shower. That's weird.
Wow.
Wow,
Let's
man, you take a
open the
hot shower, you set that shit off, man. That's crazy. How you doing, Dapper? Hi, sorry, I didn't say hi a minute ago.
Yeah, I've been slacking. Dapper.
I was trying to roll a joint. Ooh, go get.
Oh, that's for Dustin. I'm on it. I'm on it.
The drawer over there. I'll go get it. Or get it up.
Oh, the background. So my whole entire chill shed's kind of in Morty stuff. So, and then I did like, I just painted this the other day. I don't know. I'll just take it down. It's gonna be easy to see. Just painted this the other day.
I think Dustin music almost dropped. Oh, cool.
But yeah, I love Rick and Morty stuff.
I've been wanting to do a painting lately. I just haven't got around to it. I got so much.
I
Yeah,
would
I've
say
been painting a
so.
lot lately. A lot. Here, I just finished these 3. You guys made those.
The first one, the third one.
So I just did Zoidberg.
Yay, that's awesome.
And then I did Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, cool.
I enjoy that one too.
And then everybody loved this one. I just got done with Pinky and the Brain.
Cool.
Yeah, every time I see your paintings, I showed Jeannie.
Yeah, it takes
She loves an art teacher, though.
I'm I kind of admin a lot of groups, and then I run the business too and stuff. But I realized recently I needed to take some time and do stuff that relaxes me. So I've been painting pretty much every other day at least lately. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm working on. I don't know if you guys ever seen Big Mouth before. The TV
a little
show?
bit, not a whole lot.
Big Mouth Bass.
I'm working on the hormone monsters.
No, never seen that before.
It's great. It's right at my personal level of immaturity. So,
Have you seen, Dustin? Have you seen the Midnight Gospel?
I have not.
Dude, it is one of the strangest fucking shows I've ever seen in my life. Not kidding.
I'm really into strange stuff. I love really goofy, like I have really stupid tattoos. So like I like anything that makes people laugh. So, and I don't know. I'm immature for my age, I would say, in many ways when it comes to my humor. So it's I find Big Mouth very, very funny.
But yeah, check out Midnight Gospel. It's on Netflix.
Midnight Gospel.
And
we're always trying to find good Netflix stuff.
It's a podcast thing, but it's a space cast, and it goes through all it. And it's just weird. I can only watch one episode at a time, and I can't watch more of it.
That's cool.
That's how fucked up this show is. So
I'm gonna probably send you a message later to remind me of what the name is.
So 2 flavors got suggested to me. I gotta smoke both.
Double paper. Oh yeah, should I?
Oh no.
You could decide that.
Strawberry kiwi.
And absent.
Oh,
This should
nice.
be interesting.
You have
Cool.
been knighted, Stefan.
It's 2 duties.
I just don't like
Yay!
black licorice. I feel that's what it would taste like is black licorice, and I'm not a black licorice fan.
Yeah, because it does have anise in it.
Me either.
Now I love real absinthe, but that I don't know, flavored it. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
No, the papers aren't bad. I can't stand the taste of this generic bullshit absinthe they sell here in the United States. That's not,
Yeah.
I don't even know how they do away with calling it absinthe.
Yeah, because it's not even. Yeah.
But these papers ain't that bad.
Well, I guess that's my thing.
You got your cool hat on tonight too, Jeannie.
No.
We're the cool hat girls. Mine's got invert pins on it.
Yeah.
Including
Texas
right
ambassadors, super cards,
Represent.
and invert
and
pins. All represented on that hat.
yeah. She's got side X and both of the keeper card pins on her. Mine are on
Yeah,
my,
Jeannie. Cool Kids Club.
Right.
mine are
I
on
got
my
the-
dice bag.
I got a head the size of Godzilla, so hats don't really work well for me.
James has
I don't
long
have a
hair.
forehead. I got like a big head, you know?
Like the difference the difference between my head and Jeannie's head, like that hat, I have to get almost to the point of where I don't hold it anymore to fit on my head. She has to squeeze it as tight, almost as tight as it can go.
That's funny.
That's actually not a bad combination of flavors.
Cool.
Check this logo out. I made this logo.
It looks just tastes like weed, but
it's for Stefan, and he's got his first video coming out soon.
Oh, yeah, Stefan! Congrats, brother.
Yeah, that's wicked.
I owe you stickers, man, and I just want to know I ain't fat, and I might as well tell everybody now. Well, everybody that's here, that Dustin, of course, and Danielle already know, but now capable of making.
I'm missing what he's saying.
Where to make them for me, so I needed to make them myself.
Hey,
awesome.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit, just to let you know, buddy. The word stickers didn't come through, but
yeah, a couple words are cutting out for us. Bad for you too, bud.
Does it kind of seem like unnecessary censorship?
Yeah, it sounds like the censorship fraud is coming after you. Yeah,
cancel culture, man.
It happens.
Fuck
it just depends on who signals worse and where.
Yep. Usually it's me.
It's us too.
Let me make sure my phone ain't drawing off the internet.
We've got a cord coming to connect us to right now we're on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we're on Wi-Fi, and we have been since we started doing this. But we've ordered a cord and adapter so that we can just plug right into the laptop with the
box
with the cable. So
we won't be going off Wi-Fi anymore.
So it should be a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, my problem is the computer port on it is messed up, so I can't wire in.
We're lucky. This one gave us like 3 of them on this laptop.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone.
And it's crazy. Look how clear he is compared to all of us on our computers.
Yeah, I can pull up my
on my end.
I didn't hear that.
Me neither. So
that's on my end.
He says we're freezing on his end.
Oh.
If he's got a bad connection, it might freeze. Yeah. Like we might be freezing for him.
Yeah.
We are always a little bit laggy in chat. We're always a little bit. It's laggy. But not usually in StreamYard.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I am so pooped today. I did a bunch of business stuff and then ran around, and then we still have like an hour's or 2 hours worth of hash to make. I'm like, man, today's been a crazy day. What?
Yes, Maria, that's what's happening. Hardline connection.
Yeah.
Do you want your card?
You betcha, Maria. Should work way better. We're excited.
I hope it goes better. That's all we can hope for, right? We don't know anything about this. We got our first electronic device a year ago. We're old-fashioned.
Yeah, I haven't owned a computer.
I feel that. I ran my business for the past 2.5 years out of a notebook, and then I just started within the past year doing the website. And man, let me tell you, having to build a website from scratch, and I've never even taken a computer class, so
I'm afraid.
Oh, thank you, but it was so stressed. I can't even tell you. I thought I was gonna. Oh, it was real bad.
Brave. I'm too afraid. Yeah. We sell, right? But when we just put out lists across social media and we sell out in Canada.
Hang on one second.
Worry about having a website? We've always done that for 15 years now. Oh. Hi, everybody.
Apparently, it's just
we're big.
Just
I don't
us
like
for
it
now.
being big. Hey, Johnny.
Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We do have other people here, Johnny. They just kind of fell off for some reason.
No worries, Widget. You know where we are.
Yep.
We're waiting for you.
Yep. Patiently waiting.
Oh, Widget's coming back.
Yeah. There he is.
Coming back. It looks like if I come up far enough, look at I've already got a smoking peas pin. Oh, look what you did to me.
Sorry. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Yeah, my computer's being stupid.
Oh.
Part of the problem is it's heat, and for some reason my fan was turned all the way down.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Blame the cat.
Yep, it's the cat's fault.
Probably.
My mom sent me home with 2 big pieces of cheesecake.
Oh.
Happy me. One's a raspberry swirl, and the other one is double chocolate chip. Gotta put one in the fire.
You are jealous.
So we haven't seen
Thanks,
the
Dad.
in the last couple of days. Danielle wants to pull the sack, but there are species that we.
Well, I don't think so.
They cohabitate with mom, right? So your Histocrites gigas, you can leave in there for up to 6 months.
So he won't let me pull it.
So I want to pull it too, but kind of defeating the whole purpose.
Again,
This is not what we do. We don't want to care for our brain stuff.
Yeah.
You can see Mama back there. I can't see egg sack. I don't see any babies up on the walls or anything, so.
Chill out under her.
I steal them babies.
Yeah.
They should be hatching.
Yeah, that flavor actually ain't bad. It tastes pretty good.
The mixed flavor.
Cool.
Weed.
That's
And
good.
this is how we use this.
I got hair earlier. What can I do?
Who heard you?
Oh, what's up, Johnny?
Spitting.
Yeah. I was over there at the goal. And he's right there. And he's grumpy.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for Dustin's connection to reconnect.
Yeah.
I wish my computer would.
Yes, everybody, please, if you've got time to give the stream a like and after leave a comment, that would be great.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Sidex, you know what? Links in chat, buddy. If you want to hop on, you know. Huh? What? What do you want to do?
You want to lick what? For how many cookies?
Cookies? I like cookies. I'm going to show off my stuff because I'm a spoiled, rotten brat and I want to.
Yeah. Hold on here.
You're going to make me big?
Yep.
Boo, boo, boo. Totoro. Totoro. I had a Totoro. Oh, look how cute he is.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Links in chat, Sidex. I'm pretty sure you put link in chat, right, Widget?
I And
Well, I think it was in chat, like in Smoke and Tea's chat.
yeah, that I did. Yes.
Yeah. It's in Smoke and
Not-
Tea's chat
Not in
already.
this chat.
Hey, I won a super awesome prize from Wayne at Stone Circle Tarantulas. I got a hoodie.
Oh, Jesus.
It came with a sling, but I gave the sling away because I can't take a sling delivery from Wayne. I don't like winning prizes and having people just send us money. I don't like that. So I'd rather them just take their prize and give it to somebody else than say, well, we'll just send you $50. Well, no, don't do that. Give the prize you were going to give to somebody, and give me my hoodie. Yay! I want a Smoke and Tea's hoodie. Bad.
Yeah.
Rainbowy.
Yeah, be sharp.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Those were made for me by Kaz. This is my favoriteest. I am a huge Totoro fan.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
She's wanted a Totoro of some kind as long as I've known her, and I've never been able to find anything. And that one's awesome. Absolutely, very well done.
She crocheted them for me. I'm knitting, but I'm not as fast as her.
Okay, sounds good, Sidex.
It won't let me add Dustin without his device connected. So
Yeah, I was just telling you, you messaged me backstage about, it says you're disconnected.
I tried to click on it so I could tell him, but it won't even let me click on it. So, yeah. We're going to Calgary tomorrow, and I'm coming back with something. I'm determined.
Herpes? No.
We're supposed to be meeting up with Black Fang Arachnids. She's out of Sylvan Lake, Alberta, which is a couple hours northeast.
She's bringing us a mail.
Yeah, she's bringing us a male Lasiodora difficilis.
Nice.
He's mature and ready to go.
And so is our girl.
And so is our girl.
She just freshly molted too. So
we also have
a
package coming next week as well, with 9 Atkins geniculata slings, about 1/2 inch.
we have a lot happening. It's spring, so shipping season's now beginning.
Yeah, so now it'll be like a flood for the next few weeks.
Yeah, because we go crazy.
We'll
eat craft dinner for a month if it means we can do another tarantula order. So
Sound like us.
Yeah.
we are full addicts for sure.
We're doing like crafting supplies and stuff.
Right now we have.
You just reminded me I need Home Depot.
We have the Lasiodora difficilis that we'll need to get bred once we get back from Calgary. And in 2 weeks, will be sent out to us mature male Salmopus renia, Venezuelan sun tiger. So
nice.
We're going to have 3 species that we have to breed here right away.
Hopefully 9 sacks by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Nice. I might have be loaning my male bumeye out soon.
Oh,
nice.
Donica.
Yeah, they found out that works at our local pet shop here has a big female, and we have a sub-adult male.
You're gonna let the pet shop breed?
He's a collector to work at the pet shop.
Oh yeah, right on.
He's not gonna shop or anything like that. No.
Yeah,
but me and him talked about 50-50. What does his half is his business.
Trying to grow our list. I'm hoping by the time that our expo's open here, we can have a table. I want a table. It's always been my dream to sell tarantulas at a table for the last 16 years. And just when we were ready, COVID happened.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a really good stock for when they open so I can have a tarantula table.
Yeah.
Be the only competitor for tarantulas in Canada with Tarantula Canada at our shows. There's only one table.
Yeah.
Same dealer at every show in Canada. Dustin is again not connected.
Yeah. And Home Depot still doesn't have topsoil. Fuckers.
Ooh, we got soil. It really depends who's on screen with whose internet problems are.
Yeah.
I am feeling much better.
Yay.
And grumpy.
Man, I think on normal days, when she ain't feeling, it's like 30 times worse.
Aww.
Not gonna lie. She is a brat.
Thanks, Sidex.
We want to be huge everywhere.
We certainly hope so. It is the goal.
As soon as we can, we're gonna apply for export and import.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. There's nobody else in Canada doing it on a regular basis.
We have
That would be cool.
also decided you probably saw the post that Danielle made on Instagram, an email from me to her telling her that I'd sent off an email. We were getting the blondies. Well, the email came back. I sold them yesterday. So we missed out on the blondie pair that we wanted. So instead, we have decided we're going to bring in a trio, 2 females and a male. And the species is the Firmitopus species green gold carapace. Not very common in Canada at all, so it should be
A good
species to breed, and having 2 females would really be a good idea too, I think. So,
Well, you're gonna have to be so protective of him.
so that's our exciting news for today.
Yeah.
What would be?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
we decided we're not gonna
Thanks, buddy.
buy
Appreciate it.
other than
Much love.
females we want and stuff for breeding projects, unless something comes up available that's like we really want. But
We want to be bigger than Dustin.
Right now, the main thing I'm personally looking for is a female LP.
Oh,
I'm not gonna tell you. We always have everything you need.
I know you
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
You have a male Uranus. I need a male Uranus.
We have everything you need.
yeah.
Same with Sidex. We have everything Sidex needs.
Ah,
We have
do you have a
female
male
Valkyrie.
regalis? Do you have a male regalis?
Yes, a male and a female.
See, I know I need male. I also
Yeah,
need
we
a
bought-
male.
When
A
we
male
first got
GBD as well.
He's on delay from us.
When we first got back into the hobby, we bought a bunch of like 2 species or 3 of a species, but from different suppliers and at different sizes. And we got really lucky. Our Regalis pair, we wound up with both a male and a female, and the female's quite a bit older than he is, so they should mature at the same time. Same with our Genocoladas. We got a male and a female, and
Just luck.
yeah,
Pure friggin' luck,
Yeah.
man. The Avex, we got 3 of them. We gave one away.
Yeah.
And our Avex ended up 1 male, 1 female, and have already produced a sack for us.
Yeah. We have the Sturmies, of course.
Those were all acquired
Yeah.
quite rigorously, though.
But we had, originally we thought we had 3 females, 1 male, immature,
That's how it always is for us.
and then the little juvenile. And the one that we had been sold as a suspect female, and we thought it was female. She was huge. Actually molted out to be a male. So now we've got the 2 big females that we're going to pair with him.
And I think Anubis has to be Cleopatra. Because he molted and I see a flap. So now we may have 3 females and 1 mature male.
But we still have the juvenile that could turn out to be a male as well.
Let's hope so.
We hope.
Yeah, I got the 2 nearnesses. At least one of them ends up being male. And I got a GBB. It's about 1.5 inches. Oh, that one will be male.
Yeah, we got 2
Yeah,
females.
we're lucky on that one too, the GBBs.
We got 3 GBBs, 2 females and a male.
Yeah.
And I also need a female pina colada. Grinder go.
Keep my damn thing.
Keep losing my grinder.
Dustin got distracted.
I'm checking it out. He had to do hash.
Yeah, I can understand.
He's going to rest his phone probably because it got too hot.
Kitty bomb.
Yeah, I still got to make the kitty bomb thing.
Cool, Stefan.
I got so much stuff I got to do right now.
Our creative plays are over. Creative.
What happened? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Here comes.
There he is. There you go, everybody. Look who we brought in.
Good morning, guys.
How you doing, bud?
Not too bad now. Woke up a bit.
Nothing like that early morning beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
My DB doesn't want to stay with it. My face is my logo. It's my logo face. But I have a face.
That's true. That is 100% true.
Oh, baby's up already?
Subaki, stop it. Damn it. Jesus.
Look, now there's girls blowing smoke in Skydex's ears.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm blowing smoke up this.
It's freezing.
Yeah.
It's bad internet night for everybody, guys.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Just one of those nights.
Yeah. Hopefully we can
I've all just had.
regain our. There we go. There he is.
I think I might have just had some internet issues as well.
Everybody, it's just that night.
Yeah. It's just one of those nights, but
Yeah, I've been having issues too.
Dustin keeps popping in and out.
Yeah.
I think his is his phone. Hey, James.
James, how you doing?
James, how you doing, man?
I can plug directly into my router, so if you just bear with me, I'll plug directly into my router.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I wish I could.
Oh.
If Ebbs is awake, we say hello.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Yeah.
I need to get my big grinder out here next
We're going
time.
to face Sidex in the finals of the Fatal Things.
You gotta get past me first.
Hey, well, that should be
I don't know. Amy will announce it. And,
coming pretty soon, I think.
but they go through all okay. So last week we got a message
Yep.
that said round 1 has been sent back to her.
Oh, okay.
She's now sent in round
Last
2.
I heard, round 2 is in the hands of the judges.
So
Okay,
now
so-
all the rounds will be judged before.
They'll get judged, and then she'll release it. I see.
Right.
It's killing me. I need to know.
I'm gutted.
I want to kick Ian out
Go
so
away.
bad.
Yeah.
Because he's better at smack talking than I am. I tried my best,
I'm
but
not, I can't smack talk in round 1. It sucks. Round 1, I got to behave, and I can't say anything mean because I'm up against a kid.
Ian just kicked our butt. His was way funnier than mine was. I tried, but I'm not very good at video smack talking.
Well, I
I can
tried.
do the meme I wore on Instagram, no problem, but
Let's try something new.
I tried to smack talk, but my opponent just didn't respond.
who was your part?
I'm against Arachnodown. He does a lot of TikTok, and so
Oh yeah, he's not responding to your smack talk though. He
I
doesn't.
basically just turned around to and said, "Can we hurry up and get round 1 done so I can send this TikTok kid back to TikTok?"
I did see that. He didn't say anything. Did you ask him if it was okay?
No.
Oh, see, we approached Ian and said, "Are you up for this? Do you want to smack talk?" And he said, "Oh yeah." And then he just bitch slapped us like crazy.
I'm just ruthless, so I don't want to go out in round 1. So if he beats me, I'm gonna sulk for a month.
That's just it. I've got some good clips. Even if we don't beat Ian and we're out in first round, I'm proud at what I put out. So that's all that matters.
I was in.
But my clips are so good, I'm not going out first round. Bet your ass on that.
See, I can't see how I would go out in round 1, but if it happens, I'll be blown away. But I was in Fatal Fangs 1, the very first one, and I went out in round 1 to someone from South Africa, and I was like, "Oh, it is what it is." So anyway, obviously, Fatal Fangs 1 was a bit of a disaster in the end. And so I decided to sit out a Fatal Fangs 2 just to see what it was going to be like, sort of thing. And so now this time I've come back for Fatal Fangs 3. I am not looking to go out to round 1. I've done that one.
We've been sitting in the background watching the whole time. And I was like, I can do this.
Taking notes.
And we just missed the deadline on Fatal Fangs 2. So I'd been already collecting footage with lighting, different cameras, upgrades on everything for 6 months before it started, right? Widget, I think, was probably one of the first people who had his clips in and done. I'm excited. Yeah. That's confidence for sure. So I'm kind of a little afraid of that.
We've seen Widget's.
We know Widget's style is hard to rival. Yeah. But I've been studying.
It's hard to rival
clips.
that voice. All he's got to do is talk, and everybody just.
Yeah.
Ian thinks he's got us, but I've been studying Ian's clips.
Yeah.
And mine are like the best 6 clips out of like 8,000 clips, guys. There is a lot of backlog to go through. So I have high hopes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if we went through all of our clips. We had so many.
No, I went through 15 different discs.
Yeah. So probably half.
Half of them. But I found good enough clips in all of them.
Yeah.
They were excellent. And
it's just funny how many there were to go through.
I'm going to reveal something. My strongest clips are my 1st and my 5th. I put my 1st and my 5th as my strongest. Look out, final round, people.
To narrow down the clips and just, I'm just going to focus on these.
That was the hardest part for me.
Yeah. He had to finish quick.
I had to kind of get mine because the editing software I have, I can only have it on one computer. So I had to get mine done so she could do hers.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And we didn't know what we're doing until we're done.
I think it would be neat after Fatal Fangs for people to pair up and try to make feeding clips like other people's feeding clips.
Yeah.
So us try to do a feeding clip in Widget style, and Widget trying to do one against us in our style, and I think it would be really fun to do it that way.
Spider just turned around and he said, "I hope I don't go out in round 1 so I can get side X in round 2." Because obviously,
Andy, you don't have a shot at side X. We are taking side X.
He's got Ebbs. He's got Ebbs in round 1. So if Ebbs doesn't knock you out, mate, I'm just going to decimate you for knocking me misses out.
Yeah.
I don't know, Andy. You've got quite the.
I forgot. Who's Ebbs against?
Spiders in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually kind of afraid of
That's
Andy.
a hard one, man.
See,
me and Jeannie actually sat there and we made predictions based on round 1. We did. We sat there. We made. I'm not going to tell anybody what our predictions were, but let me tell you, some of them were.
You've just given us. We both are off work. You've given us something fun to do. I'm going to pull out my book and I'm going to be like, "All right, honey, take your book, write down. Let's go." Well, we're going to compete against each other.
Yeah.
We sat there and we did all of, because me and Ebbs, obviously the first 32 are on basically make up one side of the bracket, don't they? And then the other 32 make up the other side of the bracket, basically. And we figured out our side and we kind of predicted who we thought from our side would make it to the final. And for me, it looks like there's a good chance if I make it past round 1 that I think in 2 or 3 I could end up against Sam, Bugman Sam, which would be cool. But we predicted that there's a good chance that Alternative Inverts will make it to the final.
I'm sorry, but my vote will go for Adam for sure. We like Adam. We like his footage, his clips, his style.
Why waste your time, Andy? That'd be a waste of time, wouldn't it? Filming apologies.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't decided that.
I know, we didn't do that yet.
We haven't talked about anything past round 1. We only made our predictions for round 1.
But we need to do those next ones.
But
Yeah.
we could predict.
Stefan, in answer to your question, Stefan, how would I feel if I'd been drawn against Ebbs? Well, it very nearly happened.
You wanted it. It was close.
She came out, and then I came out in the next matchup after that. So,
I was
like I said, I'm ruthless. If I'd come up against Ebbs, I would have just looked straight past her and just completely disregarded the fact that she was even there, to be honest with you.
He says that now because she's sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to appear.
Yeah. It opens the little window and a cup comes flying through.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You were speaking just before I came on about breeding and males and stuff like that. And they're not lying. They always do seem to have everything that I need as well, Widget, so I wouldn't worry about it.
It's funny, you guys have species that we dream.
Yeah.
We dream to see in Canada. Yeah. The only Acanscuria we can get our hands on in Canada is Genitalatus. There are species that we really want that we can only find in the UK or Germany.
Yeah, we really, really like the Acanscurias, and there's so many different species in the genus, and it's heartbreaking to only be able to find Genitalatus.
It's becoming really difficult now to get hold of males in the UK, because since we left the EU and whatever, Like we can't get stuff from Poland and stuff as easy anymore, and so like it's pretty much now been isolated to here in the UK. And so people who have got a lot of people who have got things want to keep them for themselves, and if they've got a male, they want to find the female, and if they've got the female, they want to find the male. So nobody really wants to share as much now.
Really?
So it's getting quite difficult. I mean, I've got a list as long as my arm of males that I need now. I recently got. I actually haven't even shown it on my channel yet because obviously I've only just come back. But I recently finally managed to get a female Harpacteria pulchripes, and I'm looking for a male for her. But I'm expecting that to be like, because she's recently she arrived and then 2 or 3 days later she molted. So, but I'm expecting that to be not an impossible job. But we'll see what we can find. Because if we can find males for them all, we'll have about 9 or something like that, 9 breeding projects. We've got a few lined up for the future. You were speaking about you acquired a Phimictopus trio. Well, we managed to, in my absence, acquire a breeding pair of the Dominican purples.
Oh, nice.
So we've got 3 of those now. So we've got a confirmed male and female, and then we've got one that's unsexed. So that was a big hit for us. We really was looking to breed those in the future. So I can't wait till we can actually give that a shot. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we like the Phimictopus, and they're not as common in Canada.
Yeah.
Especially that species, the green gold carapace. They're really, you see them once and then they're gone and that's it. So
I love Andy. He's just said he's got a male Harpacteria pulchripes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Andy, we need to sort something out, dude.
Slide into Sidex's DMs, man.
We need to come up with some kind of thing we can flash on the screen when people are able to come together in our chat to pair tarantulas, like a love connection thing.
Lonely Hearts column.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Come on, Widget. Tarantula banging.
Get on it, buddy.
He's our video guy.
I'll add it to my.
Well,
I know you're so busy. We all get you to do all of our tech stuff. So bad.
No.
Much like obviously you guys, Rocky Mountain, you were saying about your ambitions for the future with your breeding and stuff like that, and selling. Obviously, you guys are already selling stuff and whatever, but that's something I'd love to get into down the line. It's always been an ambition of mine. Me and Eb, since we first met, obviously she did animal courses at college and university and whatever. So she always wanted to work with animals. Obviously, I loved reptiles and inverts. And so I've always had the ambition of building the Invert Kingdom into like a brand, not just a YouTube channel, and then expanding it into other things. And so eventually, obviously, with a website, I want to be able to sell the stuff that I produce on that website, and maybe even have a table at a show one day. That'd be amazing. But right now, we're just trying to focus on, getting the breeding projects going again after the absence and whatever. Getting the breeding projects going again.
We took a break, right? We were on a 4-year sabbatical.
Oh, I think this was for 6 years. We were out.
We were out for about 6 years, and when we came back in, it was a full hard decision. We were pretty high for a while in Canada. We were one of the biggest breeders and sellers. There was us, Tarantula Canada, and Arachnophiliacs. Yeah. When we took our break, we sold everything down to one spider.
Yeah, we kept the original Grandma Stella Portery that started it.
Wow.
And we still have her, and she's over 20 years old. She's
wow. That's amazing.
She'll never leave this house.
But when we made the decision to come back, it was, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
James just sold his mechanic shop. So they had a huge mechanic shop, and they just sold it. So James has a month before he goes back to something else to build his stock so that, and in Canada, with everything being so expensive, we need to produce 11 sacks a year for James to not have to work anymore. It worked.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh.
Everybody's having internet problems tonight, dude.
Oh, I need technology. Oh my gosh, that was so. I'm like sitting here like, I know I'm not this dumb. It can't be just me.
No, everybody's has been glitching for the last couple days, actually.
I'm like, what the heck? But I'm back. I'm alive.
And super lucky, you guys are in the US. They're getting shows already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they just announced today the night here in Vegas is May 21st to the 23rd.
Wow. Congratulations, bud.
I can't wait.
You saying reptile show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my best friends' names is Mickey Myers. He runs the Show Me Snakes Reptile Show. He does it throughout the whole entire Midwest here, and he was very, very smart and very lucky. He had been able to do the show safely through COVID the entire time. He had minimal amount of people that were allowed to course, certain number of vendors. He had to double stack tables in front of each other to even separate people. But Derek's here now too. What's up? But yeah, so but that's like probably one of the main shows that we do is Mickey's shows, but we didn't do it during COVID just because I do have an autoimmune disorder.
See, here in Canada, we've shut down completely. There are no shows.
Yeah.
We need to start taking notes from people that are going forward. I think this is a way of life now. This mask and thing. So I think Canada needs to realize they need to, because we're shut right down. You're not allowed, you're not supposed to be inter-province traveling unless it's for emergencies or minimal contact, that kind of thing. So we need to learn how to operate around it. We need to have our masks, gloves, whatever we need to have. We need to have it and still learn how to function rather than like, even our restaurants are closed, our pubs, everything.
Has to, yeah. Our government never seems to know what they're doing. They say, right, it's full lockdown. A couple of weeks later, let's open everything. Actually, no, that was a bad idea. Let's close it down again. And so for us, shows that seem like a distant memory and are far in the future as well. So, because I mean, the first chance people get here, they're going out in public and meeting mass gatherings and leaving rubbish everywhere, and everyone's like, it feels like in the UK, no one ever took. Well, I'll say a select minority has never taken it seriously, so it's holding everything else back. And I don't think that's going to change, because the longer it goes on, more people are getting fed up with it now, and it seems like just a continuous vicious cycle. And obviously, I think it's never going to be any different until that changes. So I feel like it is a way of life, and if shows are going to come back, they're not going to be what they were, because the BTS
things can be done safely.
Yeah. But the BTS is huge.
This is one thing that blows my mind here, okay? We just ended up reopening a lot. Texas decided to let their state reopen, and a lot of other states followed. The governors did behind them. But no, what's interesting to me, and I think Dave Widget's wife can attest to this, is a lot of the school programs are not allowing children to go back to school still. And I think that's really interesting, considering children are like not catching COVID, and they're still, like, at least around here, children are not still in school. But restaurants
I think just got sent back
here.
Everybody as of April 7th will be back in school. Everybody.
Yeah.
Here in Nevada.
Except for one, here where we are, except for the one that chose to remain at home. So all the grade levels.
Our schools are back. But like our pubs and restaurants and and most shops and stuff, they're all still closed. They're gradually opening, but we've seen it all before here. Like schools have opened, schools have closed, shops have opened, shops have closed. It like I say, it just seems to be a revolving door here, so we never quite know when it's actually going to go back to some kind of normality. So we're all just sat waiting and hoping, basically. And as for our shows, especially shows like the BTS, like I say, it's our biggest show here, and thousands upon thousands of people go. So it's almost like sporting events. They won't open these shows back up until they know that they can manage the crowds. And so, like I say, we just don't know when any of that's going to happen again.
In the States, they're starting to allow, say, 2,000 people into sporting events, whether it be football games, hockey games, basketball, as opposed to the 20,000 they normally allow in. But they're still having all these outbreaks, and in Canada too.
James's hockey team.
Yeah, my hockey team.
19 of them are sick with COVID.
No, 14.
14.
But the team's made up of 23 players, and 14 of them have COVID. So,
wow.
And the worst part is that they're saying that it's a Brazilian variant, so it spreads more easily. And they're concerned that by the time it's all said and done, the entire team will have done out with it. So
that means my team's going to beat your team. That's what that means.
Well, right now we don't even know whether they'll actually be able to finish the season.
As a Brit, the only American sport that I really follow is American football, the NFL. So I actually follow, not religiously because obviously we don't have the access to it that you guys do, but I actually follow the Seattle Seahawks. So.
Oh yeah.
They just got a super awesome hockey team, and it's called the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah.
But they made a stupid logo.
Oh, great.
The logo could have been so cool. The Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, like could have done so much with that.
And it's a stupid S that looks like a.
You guys watch more
so cool with that, like pirate shit coming down shit.
Go local sports team.
Yeah, go local sports teams, Widget. Yeah. You got the Golden Knights down there, Widget.
Yeah. That's I picked the sports though. Go local sports team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll tell you how much I pay attention to sports.
Yeah, we don't watch sports. But I have to
look, growing up, when all my friends were into sports, I was banned for playing football because I was too violent. I shattered my knee racing a bike, so I couldn't do anything. I just dove into music. I learned how to play guitar and bass and everything.
I
was just always a little kid, so I never really got into sports. I was more like
skateboarded, played outside.
Yeah,
we're Canadians.
Yeah,
we snowboard, skateboard, play hockey.
I did a bit of everything. I was.
You only get like a week a year with no snow.
8 months out of the year, there's snow here.
I am not a fan of snow. Not a fan.
And it's cold as balls half of the year.
I came into this room when I first woke up, and I woke up pretty quickly because it was like 2 degrees in here.
Oh, it's 30 degrees in our house right now.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm climbing in my iguana's Viv because she's obviously got her own heat in there. So I was like, I'll climb in there. It's toasty in there.
It's 30 degrees.
That's just kind of nice because with all the egg sacs and stuff in the house, we've kept the temperature up. Like you'll see, as high as 30 and as low as 27. So we're kind of acclimatized, ready for summer.
Yeah, we're ready.
When cartoon hits and the sun blasts down on us, we're gonna be like, yeah, this is normal.
We really should get an incubating cabinet so we don't have to keep the entire house at 30 degrees. But meh.
It's probably aging me horribly.
No, you should be sweating like if you were in a sauna, tightening your skin.
You think so?
So essentially, that's what you think.
I sure
That's
hope.
one thing on my list.
You want to go
I want to get an incubator, proper incubator, because I think that's where I've failed with some of my previous exacts, is where I've just rushed and made a quick homemade incubator sort of thing, and they're very hit and miss. So I will be definitely getting a proper incubator this year.
We
What's
use
a proper incubator? Yeah, what do you mean by a proper incubator?
Nylon.
Like, we've got the over here, like for example, the Spider Shop used the Exoterra ones, the reptile incubators, and they have quite a lot of success with those.
Yeah, they keep checking humidity levels.
They're called mechanical moms.
What was that?
A lot of people are using the reptile incubators.
James is going to get a picture. What we're looking for is just a cabinet that controls 30 degrees, so we don't have to have a fire lit every night.
We kind of got lucky in our tarantula room. It's like, I'd say it's probably 22 feet by 12 feet wide, and inside that had a closet, and we use that closet, and we have a humidifier and a small ceramic heater in there, and it keeps it right about between 80 and 83, and that's where we keep everything that's gravid, the gravid females, and we keep any eggs that are incubating, like in their containers up there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I want to get one of these, one of the reptile incubators, just to. Ooh.
You can make that out of a 10-gallon tank.
It has a tattoo gun attached so that it's vibrating.
Nice.
Is that a mechanical
machine?
Yeah.
Not a gun. You don't shoot people with it.
Okay, so I can do a way easier thing for you than that if you want to know. So all you gotta do.
We're not using that, but that's what I think. That's what I think Sidex is talking about when he's talking about an actual incubator.
Okay, got you. Yeah, so we have a professional made mechanical mom that I designed and everything, and then I had a buddy build it for me. It cost me like $500 US, and that was cheap. Okay. And that works just as good as what I'm about to tell you that cost me $5. I did a time. All it is an outlet timer that runs 24 hours. And all you got to do is glue a big old cup on the actual timer part that rotates. And then put another cup in there that has cotton balls with moisture on it, and put that on a lid and poke holes in that so the humidity's in that. And then put your egg sac in the bigger container that's on the outside that's glued to the timer, and just have little Velcro strips put inside that cup so that when it's rotating over that 24-hour period, the Velcro's flipping the egg sac around.
Oh,
and it
wow.
works just as good.
Cool.
Wow. See, this is my favorite book in the whole world. The guy that wrote it, him and his wife lived in Calgary, and they ran the Calgary, Alberta arachnid department in the university.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
And they're super cool. I talked to Stanley, and he's given us lots of advice on breeding the Theraphosa, and we hope his advice will help pull us through to be top Canadian Theraphosa breeders.
That's Derek's passion. He really loves breeding a lot. Last year we produced 68 sets.
But I can't say it's
Sorry, Widget?
I said I love that book, but I can't say it's my favorite.
It's my favorite tarantula book.
Oh, it's my favorite tarantula book by far.
Oh.
Favorite book would have to be To Ride a Pale Horse by Pierce Anthony. If you've never read that book, I strongly recommend it.
It's kind of sentimental for us as well.
Because we know them. And we lost Margaret a few years ago. Well, long time ago now, 10 years ago, 12 years ago now. But they're friends that wrote this fucking amazing book out of Calgary, which we get to go to tomorrow, but he's in Arizona right now.
He used to also have a store in Michigan, close to where Michigan Arachnids is. Brian knows him quite well as well.
Okay. I used to be a licensed body piercer for 13 years, and I did my apprenticeship in Oak Park, Michigan. So
I did mine just outside of Houston, Texas, and did a second one in New Jersey and a little Boston for implants.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's how we met. Actually, we had been talking online for months. She in Houston, I was in Mississippi, and I was going back to Texas as a family. She said she wanted piercings done. I was like, okay, get a few other people together that want piercings. I'll charge them for theirs. I'll do yours for free. And so that was the first night we actually met face to face, and we've been together.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah.
That was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
No way, Andy, you don't have an original, do you? I have second print and I have third print, but I'm looking to buy an original print.
So the one that we had held up there is actually the third printing of it.
Yeah. Andy, do you have a first print?
First print was 1982, I believe. I think that's right.
Our chat's modded right out. I modded everybody on my channel, man. It's all your responsibility to make sure that people don't invade our community.
I tell you what, it's sometimes you need it.
I've been doing some modding on channels that I don't even usually mod, just because they've been being attacked so badly.
I've been getting like weird spammy comments on just random videos and stuff like that.
We've always had the porny comments. The porny ones?
It's been really weird.
We've always had the porny ones on our channel. That are like, point 32, join us on this site. Oh, it's second print. That's okay. That's okay, Andy.
And the hunt continues.
It's a hunt because there was only so many copies printed of the first one.
Yeah, and it's a much smaller version.
And there was years in between the printings.
Yeah.
So
it was like 10 years in between.
10 years in between printings. So anybody who's got an original one,
they keep it.
They keep it.
I'm looking to slide off of here. Our ice has arrived, and I only have a certain amount of time to use the ice to make the bubble hash. So I will be. If you guys are still on here in a few once we get set up, I'll come back.
Yeah,
we're here for another 2.5 hours to about that.
You never know.
Sounds good, Dustin. Thanks for being here, bud.
I have an announcement to make for you guys in 1 minute. It has to be in 1 minute.
At 9:20.
Oh.
It's what time it'll be here.
Oh, 4:20.
Well, allow me to take preparatory steps.
Yeah,
it will in fact be 4:20 here.
It's about to be 4:20.
Yeah. 4:20.
You're smoking, so.
Fast. I have a whole wardrobe of stuff coming that I've worn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce here in the UK it is now officially the hour of 4:20.
Excellent.
It's 4:27, RC.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I did it, because I saw that across the bottom.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh.
Baby. And if again,
on my monthly appearance, I'm going to have to do that every time now, aren't I?
Yeah. Happy 420, everybody. Happy 420, Stefan. You should see here in Canada what happens on 420, especially because we live in like hippie colonies here. Like our resort towns are filled with hippies that work at the resorts. So they like all gather in parks and hacky sack and listen to music. It's so funny. And you could see the cops. They're driving through town and they're looking at the square and they're like they want to do something but they can't.
See, I don't actually smoke, but I got you guys covered. It's cool.
I was actually in Edmonton, Alberta for April 20th one year, and everybody goes to the legislative grounds, and they're huge. It's like hectares and hectares of land right in the middle of the city, with fountains and parks and all kinds of amazing little trails. And everybody just hangs out there on 420.
And get stoned.
Walks around.
Food cart.
We thought it would be
We're in Bliss, wandering through this park, selling all this food.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
It was funny though. Seeing obviously Dustin's pictures earlier, it was quite funny from my perspective seeing those pictures, because I was like, bro, if that was here, I'd be having someone knocking on the door.
Well, the ones in our chat, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, here you're allowed. He's a licensed grower, even.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
That's why we decided to do this stream. We talked about whoever's hosting it, the channel hosting it. It's better if it's legal where they're at. That way, there's no problems, no issues, no nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Does Dustin have a channel? Have we found that out yet? We don't even know.
Honestly, I don't know.
He comes in as Simply Spiders. Gotta have some sort of account.
Yeah.
No,
James is a Google stalker.
whatever you want.
James is a good Google stalker. It's him who wins all my quizzes for me.
We did have our suspicions.
So I have an Ebbs t-shirt coming. I have a Stone Circle Tarantulas.
Dustin does have a...
He has 2 videos and 575 subscribers.
Well, it looks like he's got more than 2 videos. I think that's recent. Dustin, still listening in the background, but we are now subscribed.
Notifications on.
Notifications all.
I have to apologize to
I'm gonna have to do.
Okay, I fell 3 weeks behind on my videos. I can't catch up. There are 175 new videos. Okay, I'm skipping them. I'm sorry, everybody. I normally watch, comment on everybody's videos, but I'm not going to. I'm going back to it now, but I am getting rid of all those notifications because I can't catch up on 175 videos.
I've tried it before. It just does not work. There's just far more videos than there is of you. Like, you're just one person.
I'm deleting all those notifications. I'm very sorry to everybody who I normally comment on everybody's videos. And now I'm starting again. So any videos that you have coming out, I will watch them. I'm going to try to do it every night.
I timed it perfectly then, didn't I? Coming back.
Yeah.
But
you did make it to your...
We just found out how to watch the membership posts because we can't do it on our tablet.
I feel bad about it.
Had you not seen them?
We have now. But we didn't for months and months because we can't access them on our tablet.
Yeah. Once we got the laptop, we were okay.
You had a nice little backlog.
Yeah, we had a few backlogs of quite a few people's membership videos. And I caught up on all those, I think. But for the last 3 weeks, I've fallen behind. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I counted them yesterday. I was like, I can't do this. I don't have time to do 175 videos.
I felt bad recently because they were talking about, was it on that TTSN T-stream, or what's taking over from the TTSN T-stream? They were talking about all the different streams now. And they said one. And I was like, have I been under a rock or have I been away that long? Because I had no idea who it was. And I was like,
either. That was that one. So there was Lads Night In, and it was the other one they were talking about.
Arachno Lads or something like that. Is it Arachno Lads or something like that? And I was like, who? Like,
yeah,
sorry,
no, I've never heard of them either.
So bad, but like, it's hard to keep up with everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's so much out there now. The community's freaking huge.
We try to attend every single person's premiere and stream.
Yeah. Sometimes
we have 3 devices running in streams.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I missed X's premiere.
Oh no,
I felt bad about it.
A few people have commented like afterwards saying, "I'm really sorry I missed the premiere." Like, guys, seriously, don't stress about it. I'm not sending anybody after you. Like, why weren't you in my premiere? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. It's cool. It means more to me that people, like, if someone misses it and then they go and watch it afterwards and they comment on it, then I'm still like, well, the fact is you came and watched it afterwards anyway, so like it's cool.
Oh, Tarantula Lads, it's Ben and Callum. It's the
comment. I have a hard time commenting on videos because 9% of the time I watch them on my TV.
Yeah, I do that quite a lot. I watch a lot on the TV, so I don't always comment. So
we do too, but then I go back at night while James is laying in bed, and I make sure I like and comment everybody's videos, and I feel so bad because I've skipped it for 3 weeks. I was like, in chats, I was like, I'm sorry, I haven't watched it yet. I couldn't get any of the YouTuber questions for Tanya's friggin' quiz the other day because I haven't watched the videos in weeks. That's never happened to me.
I've been obviously I've quite regularly watched the Webbers nowadays because I try and keep up with the streams, but I literally just fell asleep and completely missed the last one. So I was just like, oh.
I don't think I've missed a Web Women or a Webbers or.
I still say they should have left it as Web Women just because it would have been funny.
Yeah.
I think he should have just had to wear a dress. He's a good sport. He put on a unicorn outfit for me.
The thing is, he goes on his little rants, doesn't he? So he would have fitted in well in the little girls' group. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
he does well with the girls. And Tanya, I love Tanya so much.
Tanya's awesome.
She's got some time with Paul, so
yeah.
That's where she is tonight.
Everybody missed it earlier. I made it.
Yes. Yeah, look at that smoking tea mug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw the picture. It's cool.
It's sexy. I like it.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Looks so
good.
Look,
the girls are blowing smoke in our ears again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of this mug. I think the colors came out so well. I think it's one of the best ones I've printed yet.
It's lovely.
See, it's a shame I'm in the UK again because if I was in the US, I could send all my mug printing needs to Widget, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Like
mugs are so expensive to send back and forth over though.
For any here in the US, I'm more than happy to print anything for you.
Oh,
for anything here you need done in the US, I'm more than happy.
We have to do another one.
I don't know if you saw
that could actually work out.
Angel.
I also have this capability now too, Sidex.
We sent Tom and Angels at the same time we sent Sidexes. Sidexes showed up, and Tom and Angel still have
Nice, they look cool.
Wow.
I can
So
make
we have to
stickers now,
pre-print and resend.
and other surprises to come soon.
Nice.
Let's
So-
just I'll put it this way: there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to be able to make in house now,
That's cool.
and having the die cutting machine now, I can do heat press vinyl print shirts,
Wow.
which is really different thing and better quality than the ones I've been doing.
Nice.
So I've definitely stepped up my game. That I've wanted the machine for a while for that reason, but it was always like $300 or more. And $189, and I was like, okay, I have that little bit of extra I could play with now.
Yes.
See,
See, that's the issue I had recently with my mugs was like the shipping for like the US and whatever, and it was like when I was sorting the website out, we were finding that the UK obviously wasn't a problem, but then when we was going to and getting them printed for the US wasn't a problem, but then we were going to have to ask ridiculous shipping prices, like literally.
Right.
The shipping prices were more than the actual mug's worth, and I just didn't feel right.
Exactly.
I didn't feel right putting it on the
That's why,
website and going, here you go.
All the ones I got that are going to the UK, I'm just sending one big package to somebody, and they're helping me distribute from there because otherwise taxes alone would just murder me.
Yeah,
Well, I
for
think
sure.
we like a mug, the standard price for a small package like a mug to the US from here is like, I think it was like £17, and the mugs like aren't worth that much. So it was like, so if someone was to go on the website and order one and they're in the US, they're going, oh, that's not a bad price, but then they've got to double it for the shipping, and I just don't feel right for that. So, like, at the moment, my mugs are only going out to the UK unless, obviously, like, that person goes, oh, don't worry, I'll pay the postage.
Like I said, I'm happy to handle any of your US printing needs that I am capable of doing.
Well, we might have to have a conversation with it because, obviously, it'll take some figuring out with the pricing of it and stuff like that anyway. But we might have to have a conversation because I am looking into options of how I can make it more affordable for, obviously, US people that want them. At the moment, obviously, I've only just come back and there's not a huge demand. But as that does develop, obviously, I will need to look into
absolutely.
something like that.
Well, it's like my whole thought on it was I would rather make the stuff myself because, one, it'll save me a lot of money in the long run.
Yeah.
And two, if I have the capabilities to do this stuff, I can offer that to others.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You know, with how hard, how expensive it is to ship over here from the UK, I'm able to print it here in the United States and save over, half the ship.
The problem I have with that is the same that Sidex has. Do you know that all our merch has to come to us before I ship it out?
Ours was like that until recently.
We had bad experiences, so I need it all.
Yeah, we want to make sure that it's 100% before we ship.
That's what a lot of ours has been. Up to now, all of ours came to us, but the supplier
nice because you wouldn't have that fear of just stuff coming out crap. You wouldn't send it out if it wasn't good, right? So
exactly. So like
wonderful.
The supplier we're using for t-shirts now seems to be pretty good, but we've got a system set up with them that we've got like a direct link to them, so that if anything goes to somebody and it's badly printed, they get notified, we get notified, and then we have the conversation to get it fixed for the person. Whereas before we never had that, so we always used to get everything sent to us first. And some of it we still do sometimes, especially if it's going overseas. Sometimes I will get it sent here, stuff we've sent to you guys. We've had it sent here, so we can just double check it before it gets sent over there. Because obviously, once it's on the other side of the world, it's a lot more complex to sort out, sort of thing.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
then the costs and everything. So, like mugs particularly, I like to check because I'm very specific about my mugs.
I check our mugs, our t-shirts.
I know for me, I'm not gonna send anything out I'm not happy with.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know, that's why a lot of my first shirts, they ended up as scrap shirts you need to wear around the house. You know, because they sucked, and I'm not gonna send out shit like that.
Well, this is why the website our website took a while to get finished and everything, because we changed our supplier for t-shirts and stuff like that. And so anything I design, I get test prints done first for myself, because I'm not just going to design it, whack it on a website, and assume that it's going to turn out okay. I want to know that the template they've got to print from is a good template first, and the only way I know that is by buying it myself first. And so if it's good enough for me to buy and I'm happy with it, then I'll put it on the website. But until then, and sometimes it does mean that the turnaround on things takes a little bit longer, but I'd rather that than just somebody choose to buy something of mine and support me in that way, and then just give them a shoddy product in return. I just don't think it's worth it.
We're lucky. People are pretty understanding with ours. We don't sell ours. Or anybody who has our product is been given our product.
Yeah.
So
that's like 90% of the stuff I got to send out right now. Yeah.
But we make sure if it's gone missing in the mail 10 times, it's getting resent 10 times. Yeah. You're getting your product if we told you you're getting it.
Yeah.
It's just we found that our Canadian mail system has lost a lot of mail lately. Like 70% of our packages have been lost.
We just had a big
so much trouble
COVID
with
outbreak at one of the sorting centers.
Oh wow!
On for 14 days, so that really screwed things up, right?
And it's happening lots. All of our sorting centers are closing and opening and closing and losing stuff. And 6 months later, it took 3.5 months to get JoJo her t-shirt.
Yeah.
Wow.
We sent it out and we were like, oh, she should be getting another one here soon.
Yeah.
Because we sent out 2 because we were like, oh, it didn't come. So we sent it out again.
See,
and then the first one arrived. We were like, holy shit.
See, Sidex mail seems to end up getting to Canada pretty quick.
That was fast.
That was awesome. That was pretty impressive.
That was like 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah, I forgot you were something. I usually check the mail at night when I dog walk. And I'm like, who the hell? Oh, okay, I know what that is now.
Yeah, Stefan stickers got sent out 4 times before they actually arrived.
Wow.
He was actually one of the highest ones that we've had to send out. Angel and Tom are going to now be rivaling. They'll have their third mug sent out here, trying to get them to them.
Wow.
They just never show up.
Your mugs, aren't there?
There's going to be some postal service worker that's just got like everybody's stickers and mugs and t-shirts.
I made the joke with Dan. When I ordered these, I ordered them back in December, right? Come February, I was to Daddy about them. I still got them. I made the joke that somebody recognized the green package and just took it home.
Wow.
See this? We sent this out 2 weeks ago. There's so much inconsistency with our mail right now.
See, now, the secret to Sidex mail to Canada and getting there so quickly is I've got a hell of a throwing arm, and I just
He chucked it.
And Danielle was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? No way.
Yeah.
Poor Tanya sent us a huge package of stuff, and I don't even know when it'll arrive. It'll probably be 6 months from now. And it's got like 3 coffee cups, 4 t-shirts,
I'm holding on to y'all stuff.
Chocolate.
I'm holding on to y'all stuff until y'all tell me to send it. Y'all tell me to send it, I will send it out.
Hold it, man, because our mail system, I don't want to lose all the cool stuff I want from you guys.
Side X stuff is in the package going over already, but it'll be going out soon.
A bigger box every couple months.
I had to make new arrangements on who I was sent to over there.
oh, okay.
But I got it all sorted now.
Hey,
so
Rad. Thanks for joining. Hey, Dapper, welcome back.
it'll be going.
Sorry, guys, we're stoners. We're trying to keep up with chat.
Yeah, it's smoking cheese.
We're trying.
Yeah. The majority of the people on the screen are
Sorry.
as Side X Drinker.
Everybody in the almost is mods. They all know. They know us. Scream.
You guys
What are
just
you
go
drinking?
away, and I'll just get sponsored by Budweiser.
Canadian beer.
Budweiser.
King of beers for the king.
It's American now, right?
It always wasn't.
Was it? I thought we sold Canadian sold to American.
Yeah. Yeah.
Canadian beer now is owned by an American company. We sold Canadian beer to the Americans.
Still tastes just as good.
I used to Canadian beer when I lived.
I'm good, thank you. We're set up funny here, so we have to move to let people buy.
Get up, easy. Gotta move, or I gotta push the table out away from me.
Yeah. James wanted to set up so that everybody could see the babies behind us. So we're not on the comfy couch, we're on the lawn chairs on the other end of the table.
We're on the dog. It's the only way we can sit next week.
They're more
And I'm
comfortable.
like on a booth. I'm sitting on 4 pillows
Yeah, she's got 4 pillows under her.
and a couple of blankets.
Otherwise, she would not
Night,
be taller than
Andy.
me.
Andy.
Yeah, sweet Andy.
Have a
Cheers,
good
dude.
night,
You're
brother.
a lifesaver. I liked your banner that you've got in the background, Widget. I've got my own, I've got a canvas around the corner that Kieran from Alternative Universe did for me, but that's pretty cool.
I
A
looked at
local
some
shop
days here in Canada.
made that for me. I want to get one made for her channel.
That'd be cool. I always notice it in the background, and I always think it's really cool.
Oh, James wants to do a promo.
Yeah.
James is promoing.
So we have a brewery here in Golden, and it, like the hemp store, is only about 4 blocks away from us. The cannabis dispensary, I mean. They're right across the street from each other. And it is called White Tooth Brewing Company. And they make all kinds of
Big
fantastic
beers.
But this one,
Oh,
I can get the right
Gotta go forward.
I do like the microwaves.
is Launchpad. It's a Belgian-inspired rye ale. It's really, really good. And I use it for marinade my brisket.
Oh, nice.
And I pour 2 bottles of this in my brisket. And it's like that for 24 hours. And when I pull the lid off, that's all I can do to keep from eating it right there. It smells so good. And I used to use Budweiser for my marinade, and no more.
Oh, nice.
Now it is 100% right Launchpad.
Nice.
like I like using Guinness for marinades.
Yeah, Guinness is nice.
But I'm a big, if I drink, usually dark.
I don't drink a lot of booze anymore, so.
I like Newcastle a lot.
This is what the one Kieran did for me.
Oh, that is sweet. Let's get that up there. Hold that up there, buddy. Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Just so everyone knows who did it.
Yay!
Right on.
That's awesome.
It's got alternative inverts there, and it's actually got with Sidex there. So that lives on the wall just around the corner. I love it. It's awesome.
No doubt. That is fantastic.
Wow. That's cool.
Oh, ours isn't a microbrew, guys. Brad, this is a full-blown brewery. Our buddy owns it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because for anyone who doesn't know, that Kieran used to do quite a lot of graffiti art, and obviously being a tattoo artist, he's pretty nifty at art and stuff like that. So I was like, dude, do you think you could do me like a logo on a massive canvas? He's like, okay, yeah, cool. I said, I'll sort out the canvas and I'll drop it round, because obviously I used to live literally round the corner from him. And then he's like, okay, cool. I'll get some paint sorted and just bring the canvas round. He wasn't quite expecting quite as big a canvas. So when I turned up with this massive, I walked to his house with this canvas and the wind was blowing, so I was all over it. He opened the door and I was like,
I would have loved to see that.
It was funny.
I would have
Really
loved
great.
to see that.
Candace, I think you need to catch up. Everybody's been on
Yeah, I think
screen
you
for a
might-
while.
Yeah.
She won't hear that for a while. Somebody type in chat for her. Because we've all been on screen for a while now.
Moon over Miami. Yes, it is a very cool drive-through window. That's where I get my beers passed through normally.
Or where his wife chucks teacups at him for making fun of her through.
Yeah.
Sideways or anyone else.
I like Snoops. All it is when I just sit in comfort pieces like above my head, man. But
You can turn it. You don't even have to have that. You can turn it.
I think she's where you're on screen by yourself.
ah, there it is. I found the sweet spot. So I can sit here comfortably and go up like this to try to take a hit. Yeah, that definitely works.
That felt good.
Yeah, that thing's awesome. That's got such a huge gender on it.
Dude, I wanted a bigger piece because remember, the big one got broke during one live stream.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
I remember the
wanted a
sadness.
piece to, and because I bought that piece for my like a couple months when we first moved to Las Vegas. It was the first bong I bought after moving here, and so I wanted a good size piece. It was mine and Jeannie's anniversary. We've been married 6 years, And so we decided to go get an anniversary bong. And so now, think of a name for it.
Enclosure rat. We don't like to call them cages.
Of course, I had to put all the that's like on the. What's in the cage X?
Oh, in this cage here is my female green iguana. Fast asleep at the moment. But yeah, she's awesome.
I want a monitor. I'm trying to talk James into letting me get a Savannah.
I love a monitor, but I'd also like a Tegu as well, Argentinian black and white Tegu. But obviously, space-wise, what they need.
Yeah, that requires a lot of space.
I've pretty much used my big
My
space.
tarantula dealer, for some reason, has odd 4-inch Savannah monitors for $100.
Oh, nice.
So I'm trying to talk James
not
into
bad,
getting
actually.
It's not going so smooth. So peer pressure, guys.
I think the Savannah I bought when I had one. Keep in mind, this was like 18 years ago, maybe. I got one that was about 16 inch when I got it, and I paid $250 for it.
These are 4 inches and they're $100. Now keep in mind that it's probably going to cost us about $300 in shipping to get it here.
Wow.
Just because it has to go with a proper reptile shipper here in Canada.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they can't just throw it in the post like they can with spiders.
Yeah, our spiders just come through our normal Canada Post.
Well, in the States, lot just live animals, but anything that's like venomous or anything like that can only be shipped through FedEx.
They eat all sorts of random meat, Rad House, not just insects, but yes, they eat lots of insects. And I have a massive insect farm, so where right now I'm selling my ball python. It's breaking my heart, but in BC here, we can't get our hands on any rodents. It's not fair to the snake. We have to go. We get like a whole bunch from the pet store. We go get like 40 mice, and we have a huge setup in the bedroom. But once he runs out, our highway's closed. It's so hard to get there. He sometimes has to go like a month without food, especially if there's been an avalanche or something like that, and we're closed off from the city.
So we're going in tomorrow to restock for him. And part of the reason for that is they're getting ready to close that section of highway. It'll be closed starting April 12th, I believe, right through till the end of May, because they're redoing big strips of that highway and they're redirecting traffic around. So for us to go to Calgary, go from being 6-hour round trip to 9-hour round trip.
Wow.
So get it done now.
So try my best to sell them. I am anybody in Canada.
Yeah.
I have a beautiful orange dream, high white, piebald python, and I'm selling them for $300.
Wow.
He's super pretty.
I wish I could take it from you.
He's super beautiful.
I gotta get one.
Crystal Lover Maria said, Savannah monitors are hard to keep. You need multiple dubia colonies to feed them. If I were going to spring for a monitor, I'd go for an Aki monitor. I think Aki monitors are awesome.
Yeah.
They're super expensive here, Friday. Like $8,000 a piece. Aki's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have some stuff here is worth just ridiculous amounts of money.
I think if I was going to get a monitor, I probably would get an Aki. I love some of the large monitors, but it just wouldn't be realistic for me.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're beautiful. Wow.
He's a lovely boy.
Yeah, it's a little heartbreaking to have to get rid of him. It's really not fair to him, right?
Yeah, he's mad. I just opened up the house and took him out.
Out there for I've waited several minutes from when I got the outfit reset.
Where is that coming from?
That comes from this every once in a while. It's not all the time. It just happens every once in a while.
Yeah, just don't send it here.
And he's absolutely lovely. So I have him for sale for $300 in here. Anybody in Canada who wants to either come get him or meet us in Calgary tomorrow. And it's really just so that he has a better life, Maria. I want him to go to somebody who has like a rat farm or something like that. I know that sounds funny, but here in Canada, there's a lot of ball python breeders. Yeah. And they all have rat farms and mice farms. And
yeah,
he's super picky, so he'll only eat live. So the best idea is to get him to somebody who can provide him that. I've tried to give him on frozen for a year.
Yeah.
He's only a year old. He's not old. He's not an old snake. He's just a baby, really, still. But I'm trying to get him sold so that.
Yeah, in the time we've had him, we've had so many problems getting food for him. Just
we had to drive for 8 hours. What time to get him food?
I've had experiences with having to part with animals, and like you don't really want to, but it's better for them, and it's never nice, but you have to do what's right for the animal, don't you? So
yeah, for sure.
And any space really needs to go to the tarantulas, especially if we're trying to set the business up. So
with the amount of breeding we're planning to do, we're going to need.
I have an egg sack here that James won't let me pull. I want to pull this egg sack so bad.
Yeah.
There's a big fat gigas egg sack in there.
Yeah.
Another species I'm after a male for. Hystrocrates gigas. My females.
See this right Hystrocrates gigas. Hystrocrates gigas. Hystrocrates gigas. Hystrocrates gigas.
There's 6 of them up here.
Gigas.
I'll start walking the bush.
Over here.
We have a mature male, a pregnant female, or not even pregnant. She's got an almost hatched egg sack.
Yeah, that's.
I'll have to start walking now. Smuggle it through the border and walk back.
I had a great big female Balfouri over there.
Don't even.
Just one.
One Balfouri. Oh, the amount of trouble.
So expensive here.
So much trouble getting an adult female Balfouri. Like, don't get me wrong, I've got 104 Balfouri, but like none of them are medium size, and I really want them.
I can put them in timeout. Widget for pizzaing us.
Oh,
you see that? Put user in timeout for 300 seconds. Should I do that?
I'd love a pizza right now.
I would too.
Here we go. So a 3-inch female is $200. A 4-inch female is $225.
Is this Balfouri?
Yeah. Off of our seller's list.
Yeah. And if you want a sling.
No, I didn't, Maria. I can, but I'm not gonna. I was just teasing him because he always teases me with pizza.
Adult female Balfouri here go for around 75-ish, well, 65 to 75-ish pounds.
Yeah.
So they're not ridiculously expensive. It's just nobody wants to give me one. Either they haven't got one or they don't want to give me one, or and like I said, I've got 104 Balfouri, but none of them are breedable yet. So.
I'm fighting with Widget in chat. I just timed him out.
A 1/2-inch sling is $50.
Wow.
A 3/4 inch is $70.
I don't like. I literally only want to buy an adult female because I'm desperate to breed that species this year. But I'm never going to be short on males in the future. With how many I've got,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be short on males. I just want that adult female so I can try and breed them this year. I've got a sub-adult female, and she's probably big enough that she could have a sack. Like, but it would only be a small one. Mm-hmm. So, being like a first egg sack, it would only be a small one. So I'd rather just get a nice big adult female as well.
Want to see our stoner toy?
I know.
That's what we got.
Go on.
I don't know if you can see it. That's the screen.
It's a car.
Remote control.
RC.
RC car.
What is it?
Remote control car.
Oh, nice. Something fun.
I got a new stoner toy.
Candace is going to time you out for me even. I didn't even have to do it. Even though I did.
I got a new stoner toy.
Yeah, we're excited to see what you do with those.
That's cool.
Me too. I got 3 of them for buying one.
Wow.
Oh, Sidex doesn't smoke pot. Okay, stoner toys are things that fly. Because we're like,
okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Or things that like roll on remote. You're like, oh. Any toys that can make you do that, then those are stoner toys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. At least now I know.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was a toy that keeps you occupied when you're stoned, so it's kind of the same.
VRCs and a drone.
I got you a snow machine.
Yeah.
We got a snow machine RC. It goes out in the snow and goes through the snow.
What?
I bought this little drone to learn how to fly a drone so I can get a camera drone that's out into the desert.
I did so.
It came with a card. It came with a card that said review, give you a one for free.
Widget, you had better brush up on your drone handling because Rad wants some tarantula footage breeding while you're flying the drone. So
that'd be cool.
That's what I'm hoping to get.
Drone footage of tarantula.
On my phone.
I might have to go get that drone out.
You know, I did something similar. A while back, I ordered a little drone so I could practice flying a drone, so I could get a camera drone. And that little drone's still in a box because I've never got around to unpacking it.
We came
with a card
here.
They said, give us a review. We'll send you another one. So I did that. And then they emailed me. They said, have to have another one of ours and keep it free.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Widget got banned for only 300 seconds. I think he's back now. I think he's back now, so he got melty.
Here, please.
Candace said that if I didn't ban,
Not pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Jeannie. You're not supposed to help him. Whose side are you on?
Yeah. People you don't know from the other side of the country or your husband.
Jeez.
I live with him.
Always take the side of the one you have to live with.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tease you anymore. We went to my mother's for dinner and she made roast beef and Yorkshire pudding and roasted potatoes and beans and kale and salad and it was so good.
We're having a roast tomorrow. Traditional British Sunday roast.
We own a beef farm. We eat a lot of roast beef and Yorkshire pudding, Dad. He's back.
To answer question as to what's on pizza, pepperoni, bacon, with marinara, and the other one is garlic sauce with green pepper and mushrooms.
I want a pizza now.
Where is the pineapple on that shit?
See, I like pineapple on pizza.
I love pineapple on pizza.
We love pineapple on pizza. I just didn't get this time. I got something different this time.
Yeah.
The pineapple
like
pizza.
Pepperoni, bacon, mushroom with pineapple and jalapeno.
But that right there is
pizza's my favorite.
like a
with
Philly
chorizo
pizza.
like that.
Yeah, Stefan. We knew we united you for a reason.
And puts corn on their pizza. Love corn on pizza.
Oh, Maria, I'm sorry. I have to unite you.
Eggs isn't a fan of pineapple on pizza either. Honestly,
ham, pineapple, and jalapenos are usual go.
I want pizza. Is it pizza?
I decided to do something different.
Do you have money if we get delivery? I don't want to send you out. I don't have hard things in this stinky town. And I might be sending James pizza right now. James is checking to see if
butter and jelly pizza.
It is Saturday night and it is resort season because it's a weekend, it's a holiday, and even though people aren't supposed to be traveling, they are. They're open till midnight tonight. What kind of pizza do you want? Meat?
Again.
Now, just gonna
ham and pineapple mushroom bacon? Okay.
And I'll go pick it up.
Okay.
I think with the 2 Dr. Pepper I've had to drink, I should be okay to drive.
No.
Again, it's only like another block past the brewery and the cannabis dispensary, so.
And go back road.
Yeah.
And it's Dr. Pepper, not beer.
Yeah. If I had drank 2 bottles of this, then I probably wouldn't be in any shape to drive. This is big beer.
Usually, even being a couple, always I'll sit for a while before I drive home. You know, I don't sit there.
It's not fair. It's early Sunday morning here, so there's no pizza places open for me to order pizza.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
See, now, this is definitely my kind of stream if it's a pizza stream. I love pizza.
We end up ordering pizza on stream. Normally I'm like that, but we get wrapped up in everything, and then all of a sudden, okay, it's time for the stream. We didn't eat yet. Might as well order pizza.
One of these days, we're going to do a pizza stream, and we're going to just phone and order pizza for people in different cities.
That'd be cool.
So you'll be come on our stream, and you'll be sitting in there in the stream, and we'll figure out where you're at, get your address to send you stickers. And then an hour later, pizza will show up, all paid for.
That's awesome.
We're sending we do a takeout, an actual takeout show.
Yeah, a pizza takeout show.
Where we find your guys' places and send you food. Just delivery.
Oh, I plan next Saturday when it's on my channel. I'm gonna be making bears on the street.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
What'd you forget?
I didn't send this to.
Oh, they were live.
No, Ray Roy was on. Freddy Krueger wasn't on. It's Freddy who wants to come. Zydex, do you know who the Merkins are?
Who what, sorry?
The Merkins?
No.
Oh goodness. You need to YouTube them.
Yeah, they're on YouTube. Yeah. They do parodies.
Matter of fact, I'll send you a link.
Oh, okay.
All the parodies wind up horror themed. So whether it's Freddy Krueger or Jason or Michael or Ghostface Killer, it's always another face. It's awesome.
Like Backstreet Boys as the Street Boys.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Rad said, next thing we know, people will be putting tarantulas on pizza. Well, I haven't quite gone that far, but I have had a mealworm pizza before.
No, we did actually unfollow somebody who was mixing tarantulas in food.
Yeah, I was very unhappy with that.
They were baking a cake and they had the tarantula in there and they were sprinkling flour on it and stuff. And it was like, what is this?
No.
So unfollow immediately. It was horrifying.
Oh, absolutely.
I've had mealworm pizza, but not tarantula pizza.
Walk. James is not walking anywhere. I'm not making him walk for pizza. He's taking our great big huge 4x4 truck. We live in Canada.
Short drive.
Very short drive.
How long is it going to be?
25 minutes. They're busy. I can hear them. Yeah. And he's got his Punjabi music on in the background, and it's so adorable. He answers the phone. You can hear that he's like almost dancing when he answers the phone.
It reminds me of the guy who plays Bopinder in.
Yes, Bopinder in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Dopinder.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's super cool. This guy.
Yeah.
He deserves a crisp high five.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I love Deadpool.
Let me do it this way. I don't have to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
It is, yeah.
It's different today because it's better than the last couple times.
They got it.
Oh, our pizza's always good.
Yeah.
They even give you like pan fried, and it's awesome.
Yeah, tossed up here.
Jesus.
Pizza where I used to live was really good, but I'm yet to brave the new pizza shops in the area I live in now. So they have high expectations to meet.
We're lucky because we live in a resort town. If you're gonna do a restaurant, you have to do it good.
Yeah.
Or somebody else. That's just reminding them that we had a stream tonight.
Okay.
I got this. I'm on it. But master. Go to, yeah. Pineapple and olive is definitely a good one. I do like my black olives, I have to say.
I don't mind them on pizza, but not a big fan of olives, period.
Ooh, I like Greek salad and everything.
Lots of olives on your sub.
Ooh, lots of olives on my Subway.
Yeah.
I just ordered my pizza. I'm gonna send James out to get it here in a bit. Yay! Because I'm starving. My mom served us dinner at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Starving.
I'm sad I missed out on crawfish season, and it's
yeah.
Can't get good crawfish out here.
You think you can't get good crawfish?
We can't get crawfish.
We can't get crawfish at all. Or catfish. For some reason, we cannot get catfish in Golden.
Where we used to live in Texas, I could walk out into our backyard and catfish all day long. Big, huge catfish.
Gators too.
Yeah, watch out for the gators.
And gar. And gar.
Flashlight in my eyes.
So when the shop shut down, when we sold the shop, I moved all my tools home. And the first thing that happened was Danielle ran over and grabbed the flashlight off the top of my toolbox. And we can check on every single spider in the room
from right here.
without having to get up and move. This thing is so bright.
And it has a soft end so that when you're working on cars or feeding tarantulas, you can hold it in your teeth without
It's got a
chipping.
rubber end, so it doesn't chip your teeth. Fantastic little tool.
It's hot in here. Why is
And
the fire
tasty.
make it so hot?
Oh, no. You built the fire, you.
Yo, we can still do Mad Libs.
Yeah, you want
Crawdad's arm money. They're delicious. Suck out their brains with some butter and salt.
Fuck the butter and salt. Give me that good Cajun mix.
Oh my god.
Southern style, boiled up with some corn and some potatoes and some andouille
Oh,
sausage.
no. That's how I want mine to come too. But I want a bowl of salted butter in front of me to also submerge my stuff in and resuck.
I miss.
That's the only thing I miss about living in the southern United States is the food.
Oh my god, yeah. I do miss the
There's
food.
no food left down south. It's just a whole nother deal down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, neither. Sidex, are you sleeping?
It's sad because when we go to Calgary tomorrow, one of the rivers there, it's the crayfish are an invasive species. So they want them out. So you can go there and you can catch as many as you want. But you have to cook them on the shore right there. You can't take them anywhere.
Because they don't want you transporting them to other waters.
Yeah, so which is unfortunate because I'd like
I've
to
been down.
bring them home and do a big crawdad feast here.
But they won't let you leave the shore with them.
That used to go. Me and my dad used to go to this one place in Texas. It was down underneath this bridge. Like the main river went under the, and then the side there was like this little tributary or whatever the hell you call it. And we'd go out there and it's only like 3-4 feet deep. We'd set out like a fish trap, which is just a square net with like a pyramid frame. And we'd tie like a soda bottle to the end of a string to show we knew where they were. Go out there, pick them up. We would end up filling up huge ice chests, like 2 or 3 of them in a day.
Yeah.
Like crawfish, like just massive.
I've had some good southern bakes. I really have. Corn on the cobs all cut up nice. Potatoes. Just everything all tossed in beautiful Cajun spice. But I also enjoyed a big hot bowl of salted butter.
With garlic.
Yeah, it was the vehicle. Crawdads were just a vehicle for all that, just yum.
Yeah.
I wish we could get them here. We could fly them in, but they're expensive.
Same here, man. It would cost me an arm and a leg to fucking just get them shipped up here to Tiana.
We'd have to go to a top chef at our resort, ask him to import them for us, because he's got what do they call it? An agricultural pass for food.
Yeah.
So he can get them from the States and get them flown in from there. But he does do alligator balls once a year. So he does get stuff flown in from down south. So we'd have to piggyback on that alligator one.
Right. And with crayfish, they're only in season from like the second week of February to like tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he never does, and this is gator season isn't. So I don't know if I'd ever even be able to get them.
Yeah, and like getting frozen fish, it's not the same. And that's all you get, like bays and all that shit here.
I don't even
the
bother.
Frozen reheated crawdad. And bother with shit. I don't hear it scream.
With catfish here, you can't get fresh catfish. It's frozen.
Man, that's
it's funny because we can go to our pet stores in the city and they will have Mississippi crawfish as pets. They're selling them. And I'm thinking,
that's crazy.
We could buy those, raise them, and then you could have some fresh catfish.
We'll just keep our own colony.
There you go.
Raise them ourselves.
And we have crayfish here, okay? But they're not crawdads. They're not the same thing. They're like bright electric blue here.
I've told you the Jamaican crawfish. These are massive.
Yeah.
These ones are like this big. They're like little mini lobsters. Yeah, these ones are pretty big. But we don't eat them. They're not edible.
Are like this big. I'm not even kidding. They're like a foot long.
Yes, I've seen them. The great big huge ones.
It's fucking nuts. I didn't believe it. A dude I used to work at a plumbing company with was from Jamaica, and he said, "Oh, you don't know nothing about crayfish. Those little things you got here ain't crayfish." Showed her one day he got in Jamaica, and I'm like, "What the?" They massive, dude.
Yeah,
It is my dog.
Look, this is what we've got here.
Yeah.
Wow. They're not edible, though. They've got, like, nothing. Their tails are tiny.
You ain't nothing if you had a mud bug.
Yeah. Just not the same. Welcome back, Maria. You didn't miss out. We're just talking about food.
Yeah.
I'm forcing James out of the house to go get me pizza now.
Yeah.
Pizza dance.
Well, that's what happens when you get a bunch of stoners around, and then one person gets pizza, and then on top of that, you got two chefs sitting here. So the topic of food could happen quite often.
Oh yeah. We'll just try not to get stuck on it all night long. We'll do our best.
Yeah. Next Saturday, I'm gonna be making edibles.
Say that again.
I'm gonna be edibles.
Oh, cool! You're making edibles in the stream.
Sweet. That'll be awesome.
Be giving away a couple of my recipes.
Ooh. Bring your pens and papers, guys. Edible recipes.
Yep.
Anywhere legal, you might be able to get the ingredients. If you're not in those places legal, you're not going to be able to get the right things.
And I'll even explain fusion.
It's dying.
It's gonna die.
If Buddy's getting annoyed with me yet.
What?
We bring me
Pretty.
Yeah. Pretty Krueger.
I'm just saying, come back.
I gotta plug this in. You're right. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make Saturday during the stream. I'm gonna make some chocolate chip cookies, some bears, and some Rice Krispies treats.
Oh, nice. Right on.
We can make something too. We could set up our laptop up there.
Yeah.
We could do something. It'd be easy to set up.
I have samples made up at a time, but I will walk through each and every recipe.
Cool.
Ours won't be edibles, just stoner what we're gonna eat.
Munchies.
Cookie dough. We'll probably get
This
that
is
far at least before we eat all the cookie dough.
Last batch of gummy bears.
You smell fruity.
I like making candy. I make chocolate too, but I need to get a tempering machine.
B&E, B&E.
Yep.
Hey, B&E kitty.
Kitty
Puppies
cat.
are-
There's no puppies here.
No puppies here. I know it's
You're
weird.
on.
This is my dirty alley cat. She lives in the alley. Sometimes she comes in when the dogs aren't home.
This looks like Tux.
She's got a bikini.
Yeah. When you lift her up, she's got a big bikini on.
Big white bikini.
Tux has a white right, like a triangle right here, and his front tooth, like just the tips, those are white, and then his back feet, all of this much of his back feet are white. Oh no, that's not Tux. That's the only cat I got close to me right now.
My cat doesn't like me. She only likes James. When I pick her up, she's like,
There's Munin.
she doesn't like me because I like the dogs.
I've never owned a cat in my life.
I'm a dog owner.
I have 6.
And me.
My girls aren't here tonight, and it's very hard. We had to drop them off at my mom's so we could go to the city tomorrow.
Yeah.
Love dog.
I haven't spent any time without them. I'm with
Look at that
24 hours a
face.
day for the last 6 months.
Oh, look at his eyes.
Aw, he's cute. You're going to get me pizza.
Floppy dog.
I will get out of your way.
All right, guys. I'll be back shortly.
And the
Thanks
other dog.
for a long 3-block drive to our pizza store to get me pizza.
Yeah.
To be fair, our whole town is like 6 blocks.
Fair enough.
And only little town blocks. If you go city blocks, we'd probably make 3.
Yeah, we're probably like
3 city blocks.
But the question is, Danielle, how far are you from your local airport for when me and Ebbs come to visit?
About 3.5 hours. We're making that trek tomorrow.
Nice.
Well,
Not too
3.5 hours there and 3.5 hours back.
not too bad.
It's not too bad actually, and it's a beautiful drive. Anybody who shows up is going to be amazed at the canyons because you have to drive through the big canyon covered in snow.
Oh, wow.
to get here. And all the bridges are all high
We're just gonna drive up.
So it's like here, when we now go visit where I originally come from, where my family are, it takes us about 2 to 2.5 hours. So like 3 hours or whatever isn't really, even for us in the UK that aren't used to like huge like 6-hour drives and whatever, 3 hours ain't that.
Calgary, Alberta is our closest city. Our furthest city, let's see, what's Montreal? You just did it. You just did it for Andy. 5,000 miles.
Wow.
That's our furthest expo from where we are.
Wow.
I don't even think your island's that big.
I don't think it is. Like, I mean, I live 100 miles from my family now, and that, like, in the scale of the UK, that feels pretty far. But I mean, 5,000 miles, I'd be up and down the country about 10 times for that.
It's crazy. A lot of us fly. You'll fly to the shows rather than. But it's so hard to fly to get anything back on the planes.
Yeah. I mean, the only place we fly in the UK is we can fly to Scotland. But, like, realistically, it's not for you guys. That's just an average drive. It's like, what, 6 hours, I think, generally. And so, like, it's not realistically worth a flight. It's a doable drive.
We go regularly to Vancouver because we're in BC. So we regularly go to Vancouver for shows when they're happening. And that's a 9.5 hour one way.
Wow. Wow.
It would take us about 22 hours to drive to Danielle and James.
That's insane. Imagine driving from here. Like, how? But, like, it'd take about 3 years.
Yeah, it's funny. I find it funny that you guys are always like, oh, it's too far to go visit one another. And I'm thinking, I made that trip last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week.
So for us, for example, obviously I used to live in the Midlands, so it would have been further previously. But like we always used to say, oh, we'd love to go visit the Invertebrarian, but it's quite far, and it's quite a long drive because he lives in Scotland. And I'm like, now when I speak to you guys, I'm like, it's not that far though, is it really?
That's how I'm thinking, right? Every time you guys say something like that, any of you guys in the UK, I'm like, but it's not that far,
It
really.
would take me longer. It would take me longer to drive to Dustin's house than it would to drive to Danielle's house. And me and Dustin are in the same country.
Oh yeah, Dustin's across the country though, and you and I are parallel.
Yeah, you're pretty much straight up from where I'm at.
It's like us going to visit Brian at Michigan Rapids. That's a ridiculous journey. That's like a 39-hour drive.
Matter of fact, I'll figure out. Let's see.
It's like here, if we're booking holidays, for example, like I remember when I went to the US years ago, and the flight was like 7.5 hours, I think. And I'm like, oh my God, it's such a long flight. It's not really when compared to some flights, do you know what I mean?
It would take me 4 hours longer to drive to Dustin's house than it would to drive to your guys' house.
Come to ours, that means. That's 4 hours. That's an 8-hour round trip you're skipping.
If I go to Dustin's house, I can actually bring home spiders.
That is true. But here, once you get to Canada, everything's free. We own a cattle farm. We're feeding you. We're giving you a free. We have a huge camper, like brand new, double, is like amazing. Queen size bed, 2-person steam shower, big screen TV. It's basically a hotel room.
Right, I'm going to wake the kids and heads up now. We're on our way.
It's like it's amazing. You guys can like everything's free.
Can we just move up there?
Yeah. How
Right?
long can we
It's
stay?
amazing.
Yeah.
I know how to do more.
We don't do a lot of camping because we don't leave our animals. It's really just a hotel room for when our friends come. It sits in our driveway. It's plugged in, so it's got all heat and electricity and everything.
Well, when COVID's not a thing and it's financially doable, me and Ebs are definitely coming to Canada. We've both decided.
It's the flight that's going to kill you. Our return flight from England is going to be $5,000 a piece.
Doable. We'll figure it out. I'll rob a bank.
It's ridiculous. But as soon as you get here, we'll pick you up from the airport. That's easy for us. We go to Calgary all the time.
I mean, I'll just rob a bank and then flee to Canada. It's a great idea.
Except for we allow people to go be extradited. I think we do.
But they'll never find us. That's the plan. They'll never find us.
We do live pretty far in the bush. They'd have to like physically search the bush to find you.
There you go then. So we're fine. Plans. If I ever need to flee my country, I know where I'm going.
It's funny because we have actually a very high UK population here. Our major furniture store is owned by 2 people from the UK. Our movie theater is owned by 2 people from the UK. Lots of UK people come here.
Well then, so I'll have British allies there and everything. They'll all protect me, and I'll be fine.
They don't like us. That's one thing coming here, everybody. Nobody likes us because they don't want tarantulas in their town. They think they're going to escape and come and attack their children.
We get some of that.
And being a teeny tiny resort town, we only have 1,500 people in our town. So we don't have a lot of friends that are happy that we have spiders because they're all misinformed. And
I'll rock up and I'll be like, listen here, British people. I'm here to tell you to leave them alone.
Well, no, they're not mean to us. They don't come to our house. If we have an event, not a lot of people. There's a few curious people that show up at our events, but not a lot of locals. We get more people that travel to see us from around the country than if we hold a local event. We hold free local events all the time.
When me and Ebbs first moved into our house back home, I don't think anybody visited us for like a year at least because of our animals or whatever. And then gradually people started to turn up and like to show up. But it was always like, oh God, the animals. But like, it is what it is. I'm like, I just enjoy the peace and quiet. Nobody visits. I don't have the hassle.
My mom hasn't been to my house in 16 years since I got my first tarantula.
Wow.
She loves us, man. She supports us. She comes to the streams. She loves that we love our tarantulas. She can't physically do it. She'll call me when she's down the street. She'll be like, can you please meet me in the driveway? Like, she can't physically come into the house. She tries.
That's like my sister, though, to be fair. My sister's a massive arachnophobic, but she's been in my streams and stuff like that. She'll come in my streams and she'll support me and whatever. And she's proud of me following what I'm passionate about. But, like, at the end of the day, if you've got a really strong fear of something, it can be really hard to get past it.
She's getting better. She lets me hold my big barbecues on her property. My expo ones where I have dealers come in and I have people come camp on the property. She lets me do that at her house, and she feeds all these people for free. Wow. But she can't, when we have the animals out and we're actually doing the trading, she can't be there. She goes back up into her house.
It's cool, though, that even with the fear that they still support you, though.
She's trying her best, and I'm hoping over the years it'll get better. It has. It's taken a long time.
Yeah.
But it's gotten better. She would never have let me bring spiders to her house before.
Well, this is the thing with my sister. Like, I remember growing up and hearing my sister wake up and have a major panic attack from the tiniest little spider. But now the fact that she will even come in my streams when there's a chance a spider could be shown, a tarantula could be shown, just shows that she has made progress. But I'll never push it on her to like just get over your fear or whatever, because the fact is she has made progress, and I just appreciate the fact that she comes and supports that all.
I think I just heard pizza.
Oh.
He turned his light off. It's all dark out there.
Pizza. I like pizza. Oh, dude.
Pizza!
Woo!
Hey, pizza.
I mean, honey.
Yeah, Brad, that is a benefit, man. I don't have people to come in our house either.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I like
honestly, the only person who ever comes over here is the guy that brings me my weed.
Yeah. But to be fair, I don't mind people not visiting because I've got enough hassle with my kids, so I don't need any more.
Sorry, I'm trying to get you set up.
One always turns into many. Anybody who keeps just one tarantula, I don't understand. I don't understand how someone could just ever keep one tarantula. I don't.
Yeah.
Goldfinger? Yeah, I like Goldfinger.
Yeah. The thing is, I never even actually started at one. My first order was for 3. So, like, I never just started at one. I went straight in at multiple because I knew it was going to go crazy.
When we started the current collection, bought an OBT and an HMAC was the first 2 months for the current collection. And like a week later, we found a pack box.
Daniel, don't do that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And then, like 2 weeks after that,
it's great delight in being on the other end of
that. From somebody, and it just kept going. And now we're here.
I literally, I couldn't have just had one. Even when I was getting my first tarantulas, I couldn't decide, so I bought 3. So I never even started at one. I bought a Lacidura Parahabana, a Posotheria regalis, and a Chromatopelma pubescens, my first 3. And like now, I knew then that it was going to go exponentially bigger, so I could not understand how anyone could just keep one. It never stays at 1.
Yeah. Yeah, $40 in shipping, a bit not worth it to order just one tarantula. So that's like when I wanted to get just a couple months ago, I was buying a female A wanted. So I was looking for one. I found one, and I was like, man, that shipping, almost much for shipping as I am for the tarantula. That's worth it to me. So I added a mystery box on there just to make shipping worth it.
Yeah. And yeah, Critter Lovers Maria, P. Regalis was one of my first. Bearing in mind, I had wanted to keep teas and had been like researching and like learning about tarantulas for many years before I ever actually kept them, because I was never allowed to keep them when I lived at home because of my sister's fear and stuff like that. So like, it wasn't like I'd just gone, oh, I've just discovered tarantulas and ordered a P. regalis. Like, I'd done a lot of preparation and built up a lot of knowledge before I ever owned them. So by the time it came around to making my first order, I actually knew what I was getting into, and that's why I felt comfortable ordering a P. regalis as one of my first.
I'll try.
Our second tarantula was a Purple Blue. Our third was a Theraphos Journey.
Nice.
And then OBT. So
OBTs are awesome.
We dove him up both feet.
So did we started this collection.
I love species with a bit of attitude.
It's super. I find it super funny that we all, every collector and hobbyist suggests these are not the species you started with. Yet all of us hobbyists started with these species.
Yeah. Her first tarantula was an HMAC.
Yeah.
Now mine was an AC Monty, but that was over 20 years ago.
Ebbs isn't a fan of HMACs just because like one literally ran at her when she was first just getting into like being okay with tarantulas. So that was kind of my fault. So she's not a big fan of H Max, but I absolutely love them.
Right, we have a decent bit of old worlds, but still mostly new worlds in our collection.
We have a good crossover.
I'd say we're probably.
I think I have a good mix, somewhere around 50-50.
I'll figure that out one of these days.
I think it's about a 70-40 probably.
James is an African species lover.
See, because I love them. See, because I like Phimictopus and stuff like that, Megaphobema robustum and stuff like that. I do like certain new worlds, so I've got a few new worlds and whatever, but nothing quite beats them old world attitudes. So for me, I think going forward, my collection probably will lean more towards the old world side of things. But right now, it does pretty much sit at about 50-50.
I find the only thing about the old world with the breeding, the females are the largest females, and the males are the smallest males in the Africans. When you go to do an OBT, your OBT is this big and your male's like this big. It's just the Africans are really bad for it too. Most of the other ones, they almost level out. Like the males are always smaller, but with the Africans, it's just such an exponential difference that I'm always worried for him. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
That was yummy.
Yeah, I love the fact that you have two old worlds and one of them is a Balfouri. You've won my heart there. You're now one of my favourite people in the world. Also, I love Semapeus genus though. Trying to collect them all first. I've just paired Emernia. I've just paired Cambridge Eye for the first time, and I've just recently acquired a Reduncus female. I absolutely love the Semapeus Pulcher and the Victoria as well. So they're two that I definitely need to add to my collection.
I just sexstarred Victory as female.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, they're pretty gorgeous tarantulas.
Anybody who has a Balfouri is good in my book.
I need to buy one more Balfouri.
You have what?
Yeah.
I need to buy one more Balfouri because I told Sidex some time ago I was going to get a single Balfouri and name it.
Uh-huh.
If I could send you one of mine, I would.
If I could send you one of ours, I would. Even though we only have one.
If I could send you one of mine, I would, but then I'd have to buy another 100 more.
Yep, sad but true, isn't it?
I'm waiting until everybody starts because they're all breeding their communals everywhere. Then they'll be affordable. Right now, they're like expensive here.
I'm telling you what, Monocentrapus Balfouri in the UK particularly are going to become like Glaciodora paraurbana eventually because there's so many people breeding them now and so much demand for them. They're going to be
Canada too.
Ridiculous. I know
would love to see the price of them go down here.
I know someone local to me that's got 6 females paired. I know someone else who's got had, I think, their 9th Balfouri sack of the year. Wow. I know Jaden's had 2. Kieran, I think, has had 2. So there's just 4 people I know that have had have had success with them, and they're just exploding. And it's great to see them become more popular and whatever, and people appreciate them, and it will drive the price down. So obviously, then they'll become available to more people. So
yeah, that's kind of, we got into the hobby the first time. Poecilotheria metallica was
The thing.
$1,000 for 1 inch, and now you can get a 1 inch for $100.
When we came in, Sidex, there were no Balfouri.
Yeah, they hadn't been discovered yet.
See, when I first got into Balfouri, they weren't half as popular as what they are now. So it's good to see the popularity go up and the demand go up and the price come down. But it's like here with the Celadonias, for example, they were £300 when they first were brought into the hobby here, and everyone was like, "Wow, that's expensive." And there was people saying that their price was never going to come down, but like now you see them for sale for like £70. So like, and that's like, so that's exponentially come down in the times since I've been in the hobby, because now more people are understanding how to keep them. Because at first, people struggling to keep them alive, but now people are struggling to. Now people are starting to understand it more and breed them more. The price is coming down, so
here you're sitting at $1,500 a sling.
Wow.
Last for sale, they were $350 a sling.
Wow.
But we, like I said, there's only 3 breeders in all of Canada.
Yeah, true.
Right? Everything is like triple the rate up here, which sucks. I can't wait till we can import. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Even the States, just to import from the States would be a huge plus for us.
Yeah.
And I think that's another reason why I want to focus a lot of my efforts onto breeding, because then, especially species that I love that aren't or that we love that aren't as readily available to people, and that maybe the price is still a little higher, the more people that actually go breeding them and whatever, the more they're going to become available to people. And especially with now the complications of leaving the EU and the importing being harder and stuff like that, I think it's more important here. Obviously, I can't speak for other places, but that if people have the experience and the knowledge and know, kind of what they're doing, that it is a bit more important now that people do maybe consider breeding, because it keeps the hobby alive and keeps the availability for species in the hobby, and again brings prices down. So that's why I kind of want to do it, so that I can continue to keep the species I love, and other people can get their hands on species that, do you know what I mean? So I think breeding is an important part of it.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah, I want here because I want to keep this going. I want more people to be able to enjoy it like I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Without taking it from the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
100%.
So many species now are CITES protected, and you can't even ship them across borders. And it's up to the hobbyists now to keep those species in the hobby in those countries, or in the United States. They can't ship them across state border. So
it's
the Duricola is now, from what we understand, extinct from the hobby. It lives in the wild in Brazil, and it was available, the Acanscuria Duricola, in the hobby for years. And then people stopped breeding it, and it stopped getting sold. And we tried to track down any species from anywhere. And the only one with the last living female died 2 years ago in captivity. So now there is none. It's out of the hobby. It will never come back into the hobby. Legally.
And that's the thing. It's like hobbyists breeding for hobbyists. Like, it's to keep the hobby alive. And with, like you say, with a lot of these species that are already, like Poecilotheria, for example, a lot of them are very endangered in their natural habitat. So if we just suddenly stop breeding them in the hobby, and then the countries stop us getting hold of them, and and it like that agent, like the hobby, then that species as a whole is doomed, because if we can't breed them in captivity and they're being decimated in their natural habitat, they're done for. So in some ways, in a lot of ways, the hobby is actually at some species' best hope of continuing. So I think breeding is really important, and I think if you get into breeding just for the sake of thinking you're going to make ridiculous money on it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, because it's not going to happen. But if you're doing
time and energy, you could never make the time and energy back that you spend on breeding.
100%. But if you're doing it for the right moral reasons, then 100%. Do your research, learn your stuff, and consider breeding your tarantulas for the benefit of the hobby. That's
the thing is, here in Canada to breed, we have to keep a fire going. Do you know that I have to get up every 2 hours for 6 months? Every 2 hours. I don't get more sleep than 2 hours at a time because we have to keep that temperature up.
Yeah.
We could never make that time and money back on
exactly.
sack that we spent incubating for 3 months. You know?
100%. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like the effort, the time, even the time frames of waiting for sacks to drop, time for them to incubate, time for them to molt into slings, and all those different stages that you have to go through, even the pairings when they don't work out and then males die and you have to repair and conditioning. You'll never get that time back. So if someone goes, oh, I'm going to just start breeding because I'm going to become the next big thing, you're going you're going about it from the wrong angle, and you probably aren't going to succeed. But if you go at it from the right angle and the right reasons, one, then you're more likely to succeed. But two, you're going to get so much back from it that money can't buy anyway. Like, do you know what I mean?
My goal is that we make enough money selling and breeding tarantulas that once a year, James gets to go out and scientifically collect breeding material legally.
That'd be cool.
Because Martin Gamgee in Canada, he does that.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You've got to have your goals and your ambitions, and if you can meet those, then you're happy, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? Like for me, I don't need to be rich or whatever. I just want to be happy in what I'm doing, and for me, that's in tarantulas. So that's all I want. I want to be happy, and tarantulas make me happy. So that's what I pursue.
Yeah. With me. For me, we want to eventually open like an education center. Like
that'd be cool.
Storefront. You have like a storefront where we'll sell tarantula supplies, stuff like that, but have it set up where like periodically schooling classes of kids there for like and shit like that.
And education is so important. Like
it is, especially for those everybody we want to breed. How is selling tarantulas going to get better if people like Widget and Jeannie aren't educating kids?
Exactly. And the fear as well. The fear of tarantulas and spiders and arachnids is a learned fear. So if you can educate kids early, they're less likely to gain that fear.
Yeah. That's why when we had the kids, all kids at Jeannie's school, 850 kids. She's an art teacher. She deals with every single kid at school. We had them all vote on what they wanted for a classroom pet, and we would get the top two. Which for the two were voted for, that's what we're gonna get for in the classroom with them. And it was lizard and scorpion were the top two. So 2 crested geckos and an Asian forest scorpion.
Brilliant.
So many kids first were freaking out about the scorpion and like all terrified and things like that. Since we brought that into the school and then also started there, I even went up there a couple hours sometimes talking to parents, kids, educate them on the tarantulas a little bit. Since then, now the kids get excited. We did the tarantula club. I'm still gonna pick that up eventually. It's gonna be an after-school thing now, so the time slot's gonna change. But like tarantula club, we were getting like 200, 300 of her students watching the stream for the tarantula club, all because we educate them that things are not things to be afraid of.
100%.
And it's fun. Those kids are fun.
In the last 2 years, it's amazing.
I think it's great. The education aspect of it's awesome, and I think it's really important as well. Like I always say, that my little girls, they don't have to have the passion for them that I do. They don't have to want to get involved in it like I do. They don't have to want to keep them like I do. I just don't want them to learn the fear like from other people. I want them to understand that they're not scary creatures. If they want to keep them and they're passionate about them, then great. But beyond that, all I can really hope for is that they don't learn that fear from society and that they don't freak out because daddy keeps horrible creatures. All I really want for them is to not learn that fear. If they want to get involved, then great. But I just don't want them to learn the fear.
I think you'll find very often that little girls want to be involved in things their daddies are involved in. To this day, do you know I go help and bottle feed my dad's cows? Not because I enjoy it, because my dad enjoys it so much that I like to be around him while he's enjoying it.
Right now, at the moment, my eldest is 2.5, and if she sees her daddy going down to the animal room down the garden, she follows me down there. And if I don't realise she's coming and I shut the door, she'll knock on the door, and then I'll open the door and she'll come in and she'll just watch what I'm doing. She'll have a look around and stuff like that. So already she's like, oh, what's this? What's that? Like, and that, I love that. Like, she's so funny. And you will see in one of my upcoming videos, I'm filming and she's playing in the garden, and all you can hear is her running up and down going, ah! Like, and you just hear her in the background. She's absolutely hilarious. But after filming that video, I came out and Ebbs was like, she was knocking on the door the whole time wanting to come in. Like, and I didn't realise, but I think she featured in one of my members' videos as well when we were doing some of the setup. And she just walks up to the camera and she's like this in the camera, and she's super inquisitive. So like I say, I don't want her to be fearful, but if she wants to get involved, then that would mean like the entire world to me. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Find little girls like to do what their daddies are doing. I know experience. I am a big daddy's girl. Yeah. I am a giant daddy's girl. I like to do things my dad likes, just because it makes him happy. Even if I have to stand in yucky cow poop. Or pull a cow out the back end of another cow.
They're awesome. Right, I think I am going to jump off and try and go get some more sleep before my little ones get up, because they normally wake up about this time. So, obviously, if I can join more often than what we've agreed, then I will. But other than that, then obviously I will be here. It looks like if I've joined today, it'll be the first week of every month. But if I can join more regularly, then I will do. But it's awesome.
And you're welcome anytime.
So thank you for having me.
Chat.
And I will see you
on Instagram in our chat side next. So
yeah, cool. Speak to you soon, guys.
You betcha. Thanks for coming, bud.
Take it easy, bro.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
What an awesome guest.
Catch that one.
I wonder how Dustin's bubble hash is going.
Oh, sure, I'll hear about it soon. He likes sharing. I don't mind. I share pictures of what I get with him. I can't share, but I get some good weed. Like, I still haven't broken this mug yet.
That one that you sent a picture of? He can't do it. That happens to me.
Yeah, I haven't broke it yet. It's gonna be the last bud I smoke out of this batch.
That happens to me.
Yeah.
Just sometimes, like, and I'm probably gonna start it again soon. Like, I'll get a batch, and if I get a really nice bug like that, I'll put it away, and then I'll just keep throwing like fat nugs out of batches into one place to where I got like 8 different like badass buds to just get on one. For when we got married, one of our friends gave us it was like an ounce, but it was 7 buds, and each bud was a grain.
Jesus.
And they were all just like fucking just knock your head in the dirt fucking weed, man.
We grew some one year that had these big long buds. Remember those ones? They were like these big long torpedo buds like this. I actually think we might cut out early here tonight. We got to get up early and for our drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a long day tomorrow, man.
That's right. All right.
I totally understand, sure.
But we have that book. See,
We do
We have
have
a
a
7-hour drive ahead of us tomorrow.
Plus a couple hours.
Fine.
Yeah, plus a couple hours around the city.
Yeah, we might drive about an hour out of the city tomorrow, kind of towards the evening where it's not too hot.
Yeah.
We go test these dudes out and
We want
see
some
what we
footage
can
of
get
that
up.
for sure.
Yeah, we want to see
Yeah,
some footage
I'm
of
gonna
that.
try. A bigger drone that a better camera is supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'm gonna wait till that's here to go out.
you guys have a safe trip.
Oh, yeah.
And you
I'm gonna
guys
take some
safe
pictures.
and
Tanya asked for some pictures and some footage of around where we live, so I'm gonna
Oh,
take her some
nice.
pictures and stuff.
I would dig to see that.
I don't know what's going on, but there's crazies out now, like all the time.
Yeah, just be safe, man. There's too many stupid people out there.
It's like
Oh,
they
yeah.
all break crazy.
Hey, thanks, Stan, man. I had a good time. I hope everybody else did.
We gotcha.
That's
We
what
love
it's
you
all
all.
about, you know. We're just a bunch of potheads who like tarantulas, so we figured we'd make the two into a stream, you know.
Just want to have some fun.
It's all about getting back, having a good time, good conversation.
Just a quick
That's all it's
hangout.
about.
Get
Rest,
stoned,
man.
talk some tarantulas.
Thanks, Stefan.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on our Instagrams tomorrow, guys, because who knows? We might go live from somewhere cool.
Or we might show off something that we bring home.
Okay.
Or something. There'll be some new stuff and footage out on Instagram
Yeah,
and
for sure.
possibly YouTube tomorrow. So
I expect to be on stream, y'all see stuff tomorrow. When you
you know we'll
live.
find a way to StreamYard tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. You betcha. You betcha.
If nothing else, when y'all get home, so I see the new stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Travantula.
You betcha.
You'll have to work up the guts and come and visit us up on screen one night.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, thanks, guys. I had a
Good
great
night,
time.
all.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging
Hey,
out with us.
everybody, I haven't made an outro yet. I'll try to have my next day.
Yeah, we're not worried.
We can play the intro again
Oh,
for an
Next
outro.
week, guys. Head over
Widgets
to
channel.
Widget Channel. Midgard Arachnids.
Oh yeah, it'll be on my channel next week.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
we're
be
making
doing
edibles.
I'll be making a post meal needs if anybody wants to follow recipes. They don't be infused, but I'm gonna be doing some cooking. I'm gonna make gummy bears, some chocolate chip cookies, and
We
some
only endorse
treat.
making if you are in a legal area.
Right. Unless you're making it without the added ingredient. If you just want to follow along without it, you're more than welcome. But we just play again for the other.
All right, guys.
Good night,
All right, guys.
everybody.
Night, guys.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
See you in a week.
Go.
Warning. This stream will contain adult language, consumption of adult substances, and is meant for adults only, not recommended for children. Now that you've been warned, sit back, light one up, and have a good time.